I think number one, heading into the playoffs, we got some good momentum going. Where we are now compared to where we'd be, I felt, I feel like our guys have done a really good job of handling the last 2-3 weeks of the season. With our preparation, going out on the field and continuing to climb, continuing to get better. Happy with where we are. Felt like we've had a really good 2 weeks of practice in order to go play against Pulaski Academy on Friday night. So looking forward to it. Obviously, it's a big night for our community, big night for our kids. And like I said, just looking forward to go play.
When you look at this team defensively, I thought was one of the better performances. I mean, in a driving rain, not a lot of penalties, but this team created a lot of turnovers. I mean, talk about just the progression of this defense, in particular that young secondary that just seems to get better and better from week to week.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think they've continually got better throughout the year. And in the last couple of games that you were at, really the kind of the last half of the season, I think they really started to grasp what they were doing and the amount of turnovers. Like I said, I think we had 3 or 4 against Harbor. You had 3 against the week, before that, and a couple against Springdale. And even though it wasn't an interception, but obviously those fourth down stops are always big in there as well. So I think the way that they just continually showed up and played in the second half of the year was great. And I think we're looking for big things from those guys, obviously in the postseason as well.
3 guys that we're going to be joining us, or 4 guys, young men that will be joining the show today, Coach. Reed Slankert, Rhett Tidwell, Jackson Oliver, and Mathis Brady. 4 guys that played on last year's state championship team, and I'm pretty sure 4 seniors that you're going to rely on heavily throughout the playoffs defensive-wise. Talk about, those 4 guys and what they've meant for this season.
They just meant everything, kind of the backbone of our team as that group is. And I think anytime, we have that many number of seniors, and I think we have somewhere right around 36 or 37, but obviously those 4 guys that you mentioned, those are guys that have been the part of that core group for a long time. Grew up here, really know what it's like to be a Fayetteville Bulldog, so they understand that, they grasp it, they've looked forward to it, and just done a really great job of really setting the expectations of where we want to go on the defensive side of the ball. And I think you look at Mathis, he's really stepped up and is probably the leader over there in the secondary of understanding and knowing what we're doing, and he's played like it the last couple of weeks. I think he's up to 4 or 5 interceptions on the year now at playing corner, so I think he's continually done a great job of building. And Reed, it's just he's kind of a Swiss Army knife as far as he can handle so much mentally. We can float him around.
Right.
As far as where he can play, whether it's inside or outside, or it's a star or nickel for us, and he can do a great job. And then Rhett's just been the steady guy. He's nearing 100 tackles again on the season from where he was last year. So I think anytime, obviously, you do that year in and year out, you've done a great job of preparing and really understanding what your opponent's doing, but obviously showing up and going and taking care of business.
Offensively, what have you been pleased with this season, and what can we look forward to in the state playoffs?
I felt like we've been able to run the ball pretty consistently this year. From the standpoint of where we were, I think we've done a really good job of doing that on a consistent basis, and we just continually have to make sure, number one, we take care of the football week in and week out, and then number two, we've got to find some ways to get the ball, obviously, to our explosive guys that can make some big plays. And then I think the big thing for where we are and where we're going right now is when we get inside the red zone, we've continually got to score points.
Right.
Especially when you play a team like PA, who everybody knows what they can do offensively. We've got to make that a priority.
The quarterback. How important is it to stop this young man? I think he's like 4th in the nation in passing and 12th, I think, in total offense. Is he like the main, person you have to control to control this offense?
He's what makes him go. He does a really good job of distributing the ball, whether that's sitting back in the pocket, whether it's sprint out. Lately, the quarterback run has kind of evolved for him as well. But you look, and he's continually done a great job of extending the play and making big time throws all the time. So he's, like I said, he's what makes him go, and he's got some good guys, good playmakers around him that do a great job. Of when the ball's in the air, making a play on it, and they do a great job of really running their system and then capitalizing on what they can.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. As we were talking, Coach just got something he'd like to take care of here at C-Mac Southern Kitchen. What you get today, Coach? What is it?
I get the garlic parmesan wings.
Ooh-wee. Well, hey, we're going to let him enjoy that, and then we'll let you meet some of the Bulldogs themselves. It's the KC Dick Show live at C-Mac Southern Kitchen. We'll be back. Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it. And welcome back here live at CMAC Southern Kitchen, located here at 2190 MLK Boulevard. It's the KC Dix Show, and I'm joined now here on the show by senior outside linebacker, my man, Mr. Bacon Soda, Mr. Slankard himself. Reed, what's going on?
Back again. What's up?
Reed, when you think about this past 10-game season, I mean, how do you reflect on it, and what can you guys build on here in the quarterfinals?
I think we had a great season. I think you look at our record, and it might not look the best, like coming from last year. It might not look great, but I think it's been a good season. I think we just grow as a team. We're a little immature at the start of the year. We had a lot of young guys everywhere, so I think we just grow as a team. Keep trying to go out there and win them and do our little things right, and I think we'll go out there and succeed on Friday nights.
How tough was it being that senior group that had come as sophomores, played on a defending runner-up, and then having to be seniors off of a junior team that had just won the championship, undefeated? I mean, how much of a more focus did you guys have to be this year?
I think we had to be a lot more focused, knowing the standard that we always go out there and win, and that we're always successful. So I think it's pressure out there, and I think pressure's a privilege. I think. Right. If you have a little bit of pressure, I think that helps you. But it's a little harder knowing that you kind of gotta be good, and that if you're not good, it won't cut it here.
When you look back at your senior year, I mean, how do you feel about what you did?
I feel like I've done good. I feel like I've left it all out there I could. I'm gonna look back in 10 years and be like, yeah, that's the best I could have played, or not the best I could have played, but that's as much effort as I could have. I've taken a lot of snaps this year. I don't regret anything. Had a lot of fun out there. I just think I'm getting the most out of it, and I think that's the most important part of playing football.
That Friday, like a couple of weeks ago, Friday night up at Harbor was one that I thought was the best defensive game you guys had played.
100%.
Not a lot of penalties and just a clean football game. How can you guys build on that heading into the state playoffs?
I think it came from practice. We practiced a little bit differently. Practiced a little harder. I did a lot more discipline-like things in practice. Much more like we practice more like the game, and I think that translates on Friday nights. That you practice the details, and it's going to show on Friday night.
When you look at this offense of PA, you got a pretty dynamic quarterback. I mean, what are some of the keys that you see that you guys have to do this Friday night at Harmon Field defensively?
I think it stays the same. I think we got to do our job. Pulaski, they run a little bit different offense that we're usually used to up here in West. I think they sprint out a little bit more. They don't run as much. I think we just all got to be attention to the details and knowing what our job is on each and every play. And if we do that, then I think we'll come out on top Friday night.
I have a few more guys that's going to be on the show here shortly. A couple of your teammates on the defensive side in Tidwell, Mathis, and Oliver. Tell me a little bit about those guys and how special it's been to play with them.
I think each one of them brings a little of their own stuff to the game. Rhett, insane, sure tackler. I think he's up to almost 100 tackles on the year. That's good. Playing Jo. I mean, every time he's getting a double. So less guys off me, less guys off Rhett. So that helps me a lot. I think that helps our defense a lot. And Mathis, I don't know how many picks he's up to this year. I've lost count after the Heritage game. So having those three guys just helps my job out a lot easier and just makes our defense, I think, the best in the state.
What's the biggest thing that you can draw from in your experiences the last 2 years, just you personally going into the state playoffs?
I think just knowing why you do it, making those keeping those connections with the teammates, and just just have fun out there. I think people go too far and put a lot more pressure on themselves than they need to. I think you just go out there and have fun and play football like you did the first 10 games of the season. I think you have a great time. I think you come out on Friday night. I think you just got to have a good time out there.
Are you kind of excited how you guys have to do it? And then I was telling someone out and about town that since Coach Dick has been the head coach, this is only the second road playoff game that we've if you make it to the state championship, you'd have to be at Bryant. But how much sweeter would that be, and more motivation to have to do it not at home, but also go on a semi, on the road and then to Little Rock. How special would that be?
I think that puts a little. I think that just makes it a little bit better. I mean, we did the home playoff game obviously last year. And I think going on the road, it would make our state championship game a little easier. It would just make the state championship feel a little less pressure than usual. I think we played good on the road. I think when we went down to Cabot, I think we played amazing down there. I think I don't think going on the road's a struggle for us. So I think it'll be a little more fun out there.
Now I know you had your senior night at Harmon Field, but this is and will be the last time that you get a chance to play at Harmon Field in your career. When you think about just all the junior high, I know playing at times little Pee Wee football. I mean, all that goes through. I mean, how special has it been? And just describe what it feels like to be a player and having played at Harmon Field.
I think Harmon brings the best atmosphere in the 7A. I think the town just rallies together to come support the Bulldogs. I think the one game, Texas was insane. I think that running out to that game, I realized how special Harmon actually is and how there's so much tradition at Harmon. We like to say there's no hope at Harmon. And I think Harmon's a very special place to play football, and I've gone through that my whole life, so it's going to be tough to let it go.
Well, hey, there you had it. Hey, this guy, number 23, you'll be hearing his name on our broadcast a lot this Friday. If you're not doing anything, tune in, 6:15. If you miss the show, you'll get a chance to catch it, and then there'll be kickoff. And, hey, it's all about the dogs after that. But
yes, sir.
Thanks, Rhett. Hey, we'll catch up on Friday.
I'll catch up.
Hey, we'll be back. It's the KC Dick Show, live from CMAC Southern Kitchen. Hey, guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it. And welcome back here live at CMAC Southern Kitchen. It's the KC Dick Show as the Bulldogs prepare for the first round quarterfinal matchup versus PA. But you got to meet some of the dogs, and what's more important than defense, because that's what wins championships. And I'm joined now by the man that leads the line, my guy, J.O. Jackson Oliver. What's up, my man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Jay,
Great.
when you think about this past 10 games, your senior year as a defense, I mean, where do you think you guys improved, and what do you guys have to do to repeat as the state champions?
Well, we just all have to have the same mindset and all go out and, pursue our goal. And we all have, one goal in mind, and that's, get to state. But we also know we still got to bow our necks and do our job and stay on top of everything, and we going to get the job done.
Jay, you were one of the guys as a sophomore had a chance to come in and play on the runner-up state championship team. So you kind of had a chance to see what that felt like. And then last year had an even larger role on that 13-0 team that went undefeated as your junior year. I mean, how do you think you guys can pull from those two experiences going into your senior year of the state playoffs?
Like I said, it's still with the mindset. It's the same thing from last year going up to this year. Yeah, we lost a couple players, but it's just like we all still got the same goal in mind and just the same work ethic, and we just do our thing.
How much do you think you guys grew from that? Just that one bad Friday night back several weeks ago against Bentonville to now.
It's been a drastic change. I'm gonna be honest. In practice, from when it comes to just everything from the weight room into the film room, just everything has changed. We just rules. And we all just matured ourselves, and we, bounced back, and now we're looking way better than we were before.
Now, Jay, I tell everybody a couple of weeks ago when I left the stadium, it was the best performance I thought, offense, defense, special teams, in particular, because it was pouring rain.
Yeah,
you guys, we'd not been in those elements, but just the way to hold a team that had put a lot of points, maybe not have the record, but they were putting points on people. You guys, 51 yards and 7 points. I mean, just talk about that, and how can you guys take that performance into Friday night?
It's just all so hopefully we can keep the momentum from last week. We did coming off a bye, might have knocked a little bit off, but not. I don't think it will. But that game in particular, it was a tough one, but it was a fun one at the same time. That team, they did average about 35 to maybe even 40 points a game, but I mean, just do your job, man. It's as simple as that.
Preparation. I mean, I don't think there's a better team defensively. You prepare by two more awesome coordinators in Coach Davis and Coach Britt. Just talk about just the weekly preparation that those guys go through.
Coach Davis, something about him that I've always known is that he is always on top of it. He always, got us a great game plan. It don't matter. Our scouting report going to be like 40 pages long. He want us to make sure we got everything right. He makes sure everything right, and he's just a great coach in general. And he going to make sure we going to get the job done for sure.
Now, your senior year in particular, I mean, pretty much you've reached some goals, and with that commitment to UCA, big ups and congratulations.
Yes,
I don't even think you – I mean, that's just the beginning. But just how have you assessed your senior year, and what's still left on the bone?
I feel like there's a lot left on the bone for sure. Definitely for me, knowing I still got a couple more years under my belt, but seeing how much I've grown and seeing my teammates grow at the same time, it's just a blessing, and I'm just thankful to be able to be here to play this game and just have fun.
Watching the film of PA offensively, what do you guys have to do defensively to move on to that semifinal round and a chance to move to Little Rock the following week?
Man, we just gotta I say just beat the sprint out, make sure they don't get in the perimeter, and I feel like we're gonna be all right. They don't. I'm not gonna throw no shots.
Now we had Reed on, and I was telling Reed, I was talking to somebody out and about town, and this is only if you guys were to go on the road in the semifinals, only the second state playoff game on the road since Coach Dick has been the head coach. How special would it be to do it this way on the road, beat that team nobody expects you to beat, and then be able to finish it out in Little Rock?
I mean, it'll be amazing. We've always, been like some type of an underdog in some way. So we always gonna try and do our best to come out on top, but it would be pretty nice for us to shock the world once again.
Now, I talked to you at one of the basketball games last year, and you guys were coming in with a 20-4 class
Yep.
overall record. Now, if you guys were to close this out and get 3 wins, that makes you 31-6. The last class that just left went 30-7. Is that something that you guys as a senior group really are going to use as motivation these next 3 weeks?
For sure. I mean, I've always wanted to make sure I do the best I can in everything, and I want to, be number one in everything. So it'll be a little something to, have a little over them. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm gonna have some fun with it. We were up in the press box. My guy sitting right over here, myself, and the boiled chicken man, Mr. Calhoun.
Oh my goodness!
The ball is snapped, and all we see, Demetrius, is big number 99 coming through there and making that block. I walk in, and there's a story, Demetrius. I walk in to tell him he's got the special teams. He already know. I mean, he's already like, yeah. He ain't heard nothing about the defense. He don't want that. How special was that to get that award?
It was special, man, because a crazy story that my mom told me is that my brother also got the same award on the same exact day in his senior year.
Yes,
so it's
he
just,
did.
it's real cool for something like that to happen. It's a crazy coincidence, but it's real cool.
Now, final question. I mean, I know you had your senior day. You did that walk, but this is and will be the final time that you get to go out there on Bulldog at Harmon Field and play that football game. I mean, just talk about the experience. And for those, because I've been there, I understand, but just what it's been like, to have a playing high school career at Harmon Field.
Man, it's just been a blessing since a kid, just playing on that field from the AAU days and the elementary and the Boys and Girls Club, and just watching all types of games on that field and wanting to be on that field and play. It's just amazing, and it sucks that it's gonna be one of my last, but I gotta have fun with it.
Well, my man, hey, thanks for taking time out. We got a whole bunch more Purple Rain to bring to this table. J.O., we'll see you on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we'll be back. I believe we got the Mathis touch, and we also got Mr. Tidwell himself. It's the KC Dick Show, live from CMAC Southern Kitchen. And welcome back here live. It's the KC Dick Show here at CMAC Southern Kitchen at 2190 MLK Boulevard. And, yes, the Dogs are about to defend, or try to at least defend, their state championship. And one of the young men that helped with that 13-0 season and even has had a better season, I say it's the Mathis touch back there in the secondary. Mathis Brady, what's up, my man?
How's it going?
Mathis, senior year. When you reflect back on the 10 regular season games, what do you think you guys can take heading into the playoffs?
Honestly, I can really tell, a difference from just – I love seeing our team just grow from the first game all the way up until the playoffs. The playoffs is a time, kill or be killed, and it's just a great time. Our physicality, how fast our defense is, not just our defense. Our offense is great too, but I'm bragging a little bit on the defense. But, our DBs, all of our DBs, just great hard hitters, I don't know. I think it's a really good look.
You in particular, I know you were injured.
I was.
Last year in the state playoffs, I believe, caught an interception and had a mishap with your knee. How special is it for you to be able to come back your senior year and have the type of year that you've had?
Oh, it's so good because, the entire offseason, I injured my knee once during week 7 with the pick and then re-injured it again in state. And I had the entire offseason dedicated to just coming back. It was 8 months, every single day. No days off, no weeks off. It's just very satisfying, and it's a great feeling to come back and do as well as our team has done, and
now
be able
being
to
the
help out,
senior leader of that secondary, a lot of younger guys back there. You're the elder statesman back there. I mean,
sir.
how does that feel to be able to be a leader with guys like Kenyon Johnson, who's just now coming back, didn't play last year, Kendrick Williams, and those guys. I mean, Brody Jones, Charlie Garton, and those guys. How special is it to be the leader back there after kind of being an understudy for what you went through last year with those type of guys?
Yes, sir. I mean, I had about three seniors in particular last year that would mentor me, and it meant the world when they were teaching me. And just to be able to do that and like fill the shoes of those seniors that to be in that spot, with Brody, Kenyon, Charlie, especially Kendrick, all of them. It's great to see them shine, and I love picking them up whenever they're feeling down. It's a great feeling to help them.
Coach Landry and Coach Britt, to have D-back coaches, especially with Coach Britt being co-defense coordinator. How big is that to have a guy that is so prepared when Friday arrives?
Yeah, I think about it quite frequently. Honestly, he watches a ton of film, like tons. Him and Coach Davis, they just watch film on like just hours of it, and I'm just so thankful for it because I think that really connects how our defense works. Coaches don't watch film. They don't know what they're doing. I mean, it's a huge role, and last year's 13-0 season, this year's defending state champion season. So I think it's a very significant role. And
which leads me into my next question. Having been a sophomore and been on that team that had come off runner-up to a state championship, then last year as your junior year, you guys go 13-0. How much do you think this group of seniors can draw from being really on both sides of the fence heading into Friday night?
I think next year, I think our team is going to be still really good. I think the seniors this year, it's a very big impact on I don't know. It's going to be a good year for them next year. I'm excited to see how they're going to turn out. Last year after our 13-0 season, after all the seniors left, they all thought that we weren't going to be maybe even lucky just to barely get a winning record. But look at us now. We're 8-2, so I think it's.
I was telling J.O. Last year's group went 30-7 as a senior group over 3 years now. If you guys win the remaining 3 games of your high school career, you leave out of here 31-6 as a group. I mean, how much of a motivating factor you think that's going to be as a senior group?
Oh yeah, because I have a bunch of buddies that I still talk with that were on the 13-0 season last year, and they just they give us a lot of crap for what happened with Bentonville. That was an off game. I think everyone on the team knows that, but they still give us a little crap. So if we could compete with that and then have that record, I'd be good to So well, I mean, we had this record at the end of the season, so. Blah, blah, blah.
The PA comes in with a really good quarterback, a lot of good numbers. What do you guys see on film that you're gonna have to do on Friday night?
He's a very big scrambler. He that's probably his not his main. His main thing is when he's I can't think of the word, but
extending plays with his legs.
He very big scrambler. We've been working all these past 2 weeks. We're coming off a bye week, and we've been working just really hard on the scrambling drill. When he's running out the pocket, that's going to be our our toughest thing Friday night.
Mr. Interception here, and since we're at CMAX, a few weeks ago received the CMAC Defensive Player Award. 3 interceptions, Mathis. I mean, that night. What are you feeling when you're having one of those type of nights?
I mean, it's a great feeling. Obviously, I mean, it's very surreal. I kind of just wasn't really expecting them to keep throwing it to me, and they just kept chucking the ball over my direction, and that was all in the first half. Honestly, I really wish they would have kept me in. See where that would have gone. Maybe broke a record or something. I don't know.
Last question. Now, when you go out Friday, as I've spoken with Reed and J.O., I mean, that will be the final time you get to take the field as a Fayetteville Bulldog at Harmon Field. I mean, how special of a night? senior year. I mean, you come in an all-state linebacker. I mean, how have you seen your game grow? And I mean, what do you feel good about heading into Friday night? And welcome in live. It's the state Arkansas High School quarterfinals from Harmon Playfield on the campus of Fayetteville High School. It's the second-seeded Fayetteville Bulldogs against the third-seeded Pulaski Academy Bruins out of the Central. Head coach Anthony Lucas, former Razorback, will be leading his Bruins into tonight's final home football game for about 37 of these seniors. I know they had senior night, but tonight will be the last time that these young men wear the purple at Harmon Field, come win, lose, or draw. So it ought to be a special night. I'm joined here by my guy, Mr. Aaron Rags of the Rags Report, and the boiled chicken man. He's back for another night of high school football. Guys, first I want to start with you guys. For Fayetteville, what do they have to do on the offensive side to get the win here tonight?
Offensively, I mean, you want to stick to your game plans. You stick to what's got you here. You got Battles, you got Johnson, you got Odom, you got the swing passes, the different little counters that you can run with Delamar and Taylor. Stick to what you know. Start fast. Don't play with your food. That's all it is about tonight, and get yourself a W for these seniors.
Calhoun?
And can you hear me? You good? Okay. Yeah, look, this is very simple. Take care of the football, you know what I mean? Possess the game, win on first down, and I think they can get out of here with this dub.
PA on entering the playing surface here at Harmon Field. And now entering the field is your Fayetteville Bulldogs in their purple jerseys with the black pants, white stripe, as they make their way on for their first ball game of the 2024 7A high school football playoffs. These are, guys, the defending state champs. So initially, the race is on.
Yeah, you're right, Pat. You're right. Like you said, we said earlier, for these seniors, this is their last game on this field. So I anticipate, a senior-led group to go out here and dominate tonight.
Pulaski will be the first to receive in tonight's matchup. Hey, nothing else to be said, but hey, Hayes in the barn, guys. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
I am a little hoarse tonight, so my guys will have to pick me up a little bit.
Pat, we all right with you doing a little less talking. Ain't no problem with that. We got you.
Hey, D, that boiled chicken broth.
Would have had him right.
He would have drank the broth.
Yeah.
He would have been doing all right
Been
tonight.
on IR, that'd have been on injured reserve.
Well, otherwise, ain't nothing wrong with my voice. We good.
Yeah.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Lindsay and Associates, C-Max Southern Kitchen, First Choice Protection Systems, and Fayetteville Glass. And away we go. Kick will be fielded around the one. And makes a man miss. He'll get up just over the 25, up close to the 25. Garton on the stop for Fayetteville. Me at the Bruin 26-yard line where they'll take over first down. A couple of injuries in tonight's ball game for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Senior Jaden Holt, defensive end, out of tonight's game. And junior corner or safety or whatever you want to call it because he's the athlete, Kenyon Johnson will be out. Shotgun. Trying to go deep. And he's going to be brought down. Griswold on the stop. Griswold is in replacing senior Jaden Holt. So senior for senior. Nice to see Gibby get started real well.
Crazy little wrinkle out here.
Oh, that's a false start. They didn't call it.
Just up around the 30. Going to bring up a third down and about 6. Tidwell on the stop.
Yeah, very
Brett Tidwell, 2 tackles away from 100 on the season. That was his 98th stop for the All-State linebacker. Empty backfield.
That was a nice play.
Little cross play. Still going. There's that little buck sweep that they like to run. It's going to be a first down into Bulldog territory. First down at the Bulldog 44-yard line for PA. Little throwback. It's going to be incomplete. The Bulldogs had that one sniffed out a little bit. Griswold in the coverage. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
This is a different type of formation that Fayetteville hasn't been used to. I mean, this whole year. They probably hadn't seen anything like this all year.
Little sprint out in the flat, complete. Brings up a 3rd down. Well, they're going to give him the first down at the Bulldog 34-yard line. Little flip in the flat. Hops over a man. And it's going to be another first down.
He had to chase the play down from the back.
First down. At the Fayetteville 22-yard line for Pulaski Academy. Here early in the first quarter. The give. Little stretch play, not going to be much. Walker on the carry. Maybe a yard. Kessner on the stop for Fayetteville.
Comes your blitz.
Little jumbo set, empty backfield.
Nice break on
It's
it.
going to be incomplete.
Kendrick Williams.
Kendrick Williams on the coverage. It's going to bring up a 3rd down for
The
PA.
quarterback was just a hair late on that. If he threw it right when he was breaking, he probably would have had something. But great break by Kendrick Williams in the secondary. You can't beat that at all.
Comes your blitz.
3rd down. Nice snap. Scrambling. Tried to get around, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think we got a flag on the play.
Will it be coming back? Could it be a little hole? Is that what you got there?
Yeah, it looked like it. As soon as he would have been bottled up right when he caught that ball if it wasn't for that tackle over there, grabbing a little bit of that jersey.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long after the infraction. It's going to back it up all the way around the 31-yard line of Fayetteville for Pulaski Academy. 9 minutes, 12 seconds. Empty backfield. It's looking.
Oh, man. Oh.
Touchdown. Pulaski Academy, 31-yard strike.
That was against Will.
Got the linebacker on a wide receiver, and, you know, that matchup is not normally favorable if you're a linebacker in that situation. Great play call by Pulaski as they will go for 2.
One thing I will say the officials should be looking out for is in that motion. If you're just going, that's almost close to a legal procedure. So they need to be making sure they're watching.
Trying for 2.
He tipped it and caught it.
It's going to be a 2-pointer, makes it 8-0.
But also with that play design, you got to commend Pulaski Academy with this drive on this first drive with a lot of the pre-snap motions that they had, just kind of throwing a lot of different things at the defense. And like I said before, this is the first time I can say with the different wrinkles that they have in their spread offense, there's a lot of different looks that Fayetteville probably hadn't seen before. But I mean, they've been throughout the year. They've been a good read and react team throughout the year. So this first drive is kind of gonna see what they can do after that.
8-0, Pulaski in their first initial drive of tonight's ball game. That's the one thing about Pulaski. You have to be – you'll see the hands team for Fayetteville quite a bit tonight. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be first down for the Bulldogs.
Is that not a penalty?
Don't it go to the 40?
It's got to be a flag.
Yeah, it got to be a flag.
Well, at the 40.
Or did we touch it?
No, I'm thinking about touching it.
What? 37.
37.
That's odd.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's odd. So 37? No 40? Wow. That's a new one on me, guys. Hold him in the shotgun. 4 wide, single back. Complete. And he's going to get all the way down around the 39, around the 40. Todd Mattingly on the reception. First and 10 Bulldogs. Odom. Empty set. It's complete. Another Bulldog first down. Jason Delamar. Guys, we may be in for a shootout tonight. Ball inside, down around the PA 23-yard line for Fayetteville. Here's a snap. It's complete. Jason Delamar. Another Bulldog first down. Inside the 10. Be first and goal. Single back set. Little tunnel. It's a dog's world. Touchdown Fayetteville. Charlie Graves from Garrett Odom. 4 plays. Third, what do we call that? 67 yards?
63 yards.
63-yard drive.
I don't know about you, Colin, but and Pat, that's the best I've seen Odom look in a long time. I think he's gotten healthier throughout this year. Like the precision on his passing. Everything looked sharp this first drive, and that's very good. I mean, he looked like Texas High,
right.
Odom right there,
right.
And that could spell
again
1 or 2 things tonight. So
I mean, you have 2 full weeks to get real healthy.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Coming in here, understanding that what we do have, and he can do that. But what I would like to point out here is that hey, we just threw the ball 4 straight times to start the game. You know what I mean? Hadn't handed the ball off yet. So when you get them on their heels, and that's what they are going to be on their heels right now for those passing plays, then all of a sudden you start getting a dose of Johnson and Battle. That's a problem. The defense is going to adjust. They seen what they had to see, and you'll see this next drive come up. They will adjust.
8-7 after the Garrett Odom to Charlie Graves 9-yard touchdown toss. Both teams take it to the end zone in their first initial drives of tonight's ball game. Nathan Keuchel set to kick for the Bulldogs. Another good night of high school football environment here at Harmon Field. There's the kick. And it's going to be a touchback.
We need to get a playlist down there to them.
First down, PA at their own 20-yard line.
4.
Yep, he said.
7.
Flip. And he's not going to get very much. Maybe a yard on the play. Walker on the reception. Williams on the stop.
Really weird formation, Aaron.
Oh yeah, I mean, and if I'm the Bruins, I do that all the rest of this game. I just want to see how I can have this sort of defense thinking on the swivel and see if we can catch them off guard.
Yep, he said. Snap. Little handoff. And that's not going very much. He's going to lose maybe 2 on the play.
Slankert.
He was waiting on that.
Slankert on the stop. Brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Bruins of Pulaski Academy. Motion.
Ooh.
Trying a little throwback.
Man.
And that's going to be knocked out. Short's going to bring up 4th down. They do a lot of misdirection plays, guys.
They called I think Dax Horton out right off. And he was about to make that play on that screen, and they called him.
And this is
and
this is where they go for it on 4th down.
Gotta be a play.
No, they go for it on 4th downs. Got him from behind.
Got him, Jax.
And he's going to be brought down. There's a fumble.
Oh, don't you dare call.
What was the flag for?
Probably unnecessary roughness.
Oh, now, come on.
Or it could be his helmet popping off, but I would say
that's probably the helmet popping off. Because I don't see how anything else.
But it happened. It happened after the change of possession. It happened after the change of possession, though.
The reason why it looked like he looked worse, but he still had the ball in his hand, so you got to finish the play.
Should be Fayetteville football. It's going to be a 1st down. Bulldogs will take over
after the play, Aaron. So the possession had already changed. But they
the ball was still rolling into the 2-yard line. He didn't slam it until the ball didn't hit the ground until he actually
Yeah.
Got tackled.
So they're gonna back him up,
Six,
back us up 15 yards, but it's still our ball.
It'll be Fayetteville football
And this is what I like to say, and
following
this
the Bulldog turnover.
this is why the game can change, because this team is used to onside kicking and going for every fourth down. And so when you play a team like this, when you give them field position like this, it's easy for the score to get out of control real quick. You got to give your defense a chance to play.
Bulldogs at the PA 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Garrett single back, 4 wide, shotgun set. He'll drop back. Katavion Taylor. Katavion's going to wiggle his way down inside the 20 around the 15. Down there, you can probably spot him at the 16, pick up a 5. There's going to be no gain on that play. Johnson on the carry. They're stacking that line of scrimmage, so they're bringing more than it looks like Fayetteville has up front that can block.
So what they're doing is they're spacing the offensive line out, and then the linebackers are filling the gaps. So you see how those splits usually wouldn't be that wide.
Got to go with that game.
Odom's going to tuck it.
Field goal.
Going to bring up a
I don't know.
4th down.
Is it 4th and 5?
Yeah, you put the points on the board. It's a playoff game.
Yeah.
If they want to give you the field position, if they want to give you, you got a senior kicker out here that's more than capable.
Straight down the middle too. So you got to take the easy points when you can. You're right.
It's going to be a 34-yard attempt or 33-yard attempt for Keuchel. What just happened? Looked like we had some. Back him up 5. Make it a 39-yard. No. 31-yard attempt. I'm sorry. 39-yard attempt. There's the kick. And the kick is good. So the Dogs take over the lead, 10-8. Talk about that defensive sequence in, creating the turnover that the Dogs were able to get 3 points out of, guys.
Again, prior to possession, I had told you they were going to figure out what was going on fairly quickly because of what you have out there as far as the senior-led group. What you seen, though, is they took away some of those gimmick plays up front that got no gain. So we won on 1st down, and that made the whole difference for that sequence there. So would have liked to see the offense capitalize with another score touchdown-wise, but take the field goal anytime they're going to give us that field position.
Yeah.
10-8 Bulldogs. Keuchel set to kick off for Fayetteville. Gorgeous night here in Northwest Arkansas for some high school playoff football. Kick. Looks like it's going to be another touchback.
And that's going to bode to be very, 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 very useful this game.
Yes.
I mean, anytime you can just get that touchback, that just settles everything down. No explosive plays.
Field position will be big in tonight's ball game. PA will come out at their own 20, down 10-8, 1st and 10, first quarter. Here's the snap. Looking, trying to go deep.
Step for step, that's good coverage.
Incomplete.
Mathis Brady.
Mathis Brady on the coverage. Second down. motion.
Don't give up the outside, Will. Don't give up the outside. That's holding. Holding.
Be out of bounds.
That's the thing, Pat, when you got the young DNs out there, you know what I mean? You don't want to give up the outside. I know he's wanting to get that rush in there and get the sack, but we got to keep that outside containment.
Looks like we're going to get another holding call on the Bruins offense. But, guys, when you look at it, there's been two holding penalties. Is that a direct reflection of the pressure that Fayetteville was getting on the quarterback?
Absolutely, and it's not a very big offensive line. So when you got guys that have played a lot of, competitive 7A football up here in this region, you're going to see that they're going to have a lot of holes today trying to stop them.
Second down in about 20 on the PA 10 for the Bruins. It's going to be complete.
Good tackle from Will Price.
Garton on the stop. Pick up of about 10 on the play. They'll give him 11. Brings up third down.
3rd and 9.
They seem to like that little play in the flat. Complete over the middle. It's going to be a first down. Horton on the stop. Just found that little spot in the little soft spot.
Yeah, it looked like a wrinkle from a play before where that second receiver ran a shallow post, and he just ended up sitting in there, a little dig on that little first down pass right there.
Cobb in the shotgun. Fayetteville showing blitz. In the seam. It's another first down. Got a Bulldog down.
Will Price.
Well, he and another Bulldog, they kind of sandwiched that player, and Will was up high. Kind of got his legs taken out of underneath him on that tackle. But, for the defensively on this drive, Pulaski Academy is getting the ball out a little bit quicker, hitting these slant routes. They're getting their yak yards up a little bit. I don't know, maybe a little press coverage on some of them just to kind of stop that momentum, or what you think, Pat?
Yeah, I think you got to because that's too wide open over the middle. And, again, I know we don't like to do it, but, I like to see somebody give them a bump off the line, especially if it's man-to-man on the top. If they got this bunch formation at the bottom, man-to-man up top, go ahead and bump him.
Cobb in the shotgun for PA.
Because it's looking like this middle receiver here that's got that little lined up on that safety. He's going to run a quick little slant.
Ball at the Bulldog 47. Cobb, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get a big gainer all the way down to around the 30-yard line. Garton on the stop.
Just lost containment with the linebackers.
First down at the Bulldog 30 for PA. Dogs leading at 10-8. Give off to the left side. Trying to get outside. And
Holding again. Holding again.
On the backside. That got hurt.
It's going to be another holding call, looks like, on PA.
But we've talked about that all year long. He's a dominant force. Even when the play is not his play, he's going to make you answer him. And if you got a hold, it's 10 every time.
Yes. It's going to be real big for the senior to have a great state playoff on that defensive line for this Fayetteville defense to have a lot of success and hopes to make a state championship. Cobb in the shotgun, single back. A lot of movement, motions, and different little nuances in this offense. Woo.
They got to be careful coming because you never know where Big Tex is.
Horton and Oliver on stop.
I'm telling you right now, you see Jackson Oliver.
Jackson everywhere.
I mean, you coming across the middle thinking you about to.
And I think he did he hit one of his own players.
Boy.
Or is that Jackson down?
That's Jackson down.
They just had a good collision.
Mm-hmm.
Probably lost his breath.
Oliver is the injured Bulldog.
Sitting up.
He'll get up.
Yep, he's up.
And he'll go off of his own power. Always good to see a young man walk off of his own strength.
Hey, it's always when the head coach walk out there, you never know what's going on. But I understand. I understand the head coach walking out there.
Walk over here, I saw like
Listen.
walk over. I'm like,
Hey.
all right, what's going on?
Listen, hey,
He'll bring up second down. Cobb in the shotgun.
I'm going out there if I'm him too.
Ball at the Bulldog 36-yard line for PA.
Get him.
Cobb's going to keep it. And he'll get down across the 30, around the 28.
Every time somebody go down, that's where they attack.
Tidwell on the stop. It's going to bring up third down and about 8. You got to think two-down territory for PA.
Pat, from my understanding, they don't punt.
Cobb is in the shotgun.
Oh,
Looking.
man.
It's going to be incomplete. Overthrown. Sabota, the intended receiver.
I wouldn't be surprised if they come back.
Well, and I'd like to see Williams understand that he's got to, stay deep as the deep.
Yeah.
That's a pickable ball. If it wasn't overthrown, it should be a pick.
Going to bring up a fourth down at the Bulldog 28 for PA.
I mean, literally, you got 18 yards in between you and the end zone from where Williams is lining up at.
Cobb in the shotgun. He'll take the snap.
No, that's nothing there.
Goodness.
No, there's nothing there.
Oh, my goodness.
Couldn't catch it. The ball was out of bounds.
He going to wave him off
Oh, my goodness.
over the head.
There is absolutely no way it's an overthrown ball. Uncatchable ball on that. Wow.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable call.
Even if he would have caught it, he would have been out of bounds.
That's an unbelievable call. That was uncatchable. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Unbelievable call.
Well, you got to play ball now, but he definitely wanted to be a part of the game tonight.
Wow.
That was yeah.
First down. A horrible call. My goodness. Cobb rolling left. And he's going to be stopped.
It's cold out there. That's a senior.
Burns. Another Bulldog down.
It's kind of a telltale sign when the ball lands out of the back of the end zone. But you like to see him get there and talk about it because the ref who had the call, he didn't call anything.
Unbelievable. Tonight's game is brought to you by Lindsay and Associates, First Choice Protection Systems, Fayetteville Glass, and C-Mac Southern Kitchen. You guys, you hate to see calls like that in ball games that are just obviously plays that should be let go.
Especially on the fourth down. That was a fourth down play.
My goodness. Totally uncatchable.
Yeah, so.
Totally uncatchable. It's going to bring up second down for PA.
Yeah, he's not
Ball
putting no
at
weight
the
on
lead
it.
of 14 of Fayetteville.
That's not good. So for the best on that one.
Yeah, because, see, you have Burns and then Kenyon Johnson. So Mathis Brady's got a long night now.
Fayetteville definitely getting off into the depth back there in their secondary. Cobb, he's going to keep it. Try to get down around the 10. He's going to bring up third down. Gartner Slankard on the stop. Third down. Ball at the Fayetteville 11. Third and about 7. He'll try to hit that little middle play.
Oh, he missed him.
It's going to be fourth down.
He got the offensive line got a little chip on Price there. Just that was all he needed, just that little chip.
Looks like they're going to bring in the kicking team. You don't see this often with PA. But that just goes to show the respect to the Fayetteville defense. But who knows? Could be trickery in this.
I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, they've shown the ability to run a trick play or two.
It's going to be a 28-yarder.
He missed. No, that's good.
And it's going to be good. We'll make it 11-10. PA still in the first quarter.
Really a good defensive stand. They stopped them. You got a couple calls there that were just very suspect. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, what we got to do is get off the field and keep our guys healthy, you know, because obviously that cold weather out there is causing some of these stingers and things that's going on.
Johnson back deep. No, it won't be a run back. It's going to be another one of these trickeries. Got to have your hands team ready. There's the kick. Fayetteville will recover it.
Mr. Surehands.
I mean, guys, what do you think about
Charlie
that?
Graves.
A lot of sharp fields being given up on your own.
No, that's Hosey. That's Mr. Surehands.
The catcher.
That's what I call him, Mr. Surehands. Hosey.
Again, that short field, I think, against the Bulldogs, that could backfire to you, especially once this offense gets rolling. You know, but I like to see Fayetteville operating a little more space. I think they were a little too close last time. So let's see if we can open it up with that passing game.
Dogs at their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
First look at battles in the backfield.
Got him in the middle. Tavion Taylor.
Deep. He's got Tavion.
Got to catch it.
Incomplete.
That's rare. That's rare. That's in his hands.
Let too many of those get away.
And if you know how the other guy on the other side feels, you know he's just waiting on his.
Odom.
Well, he took a couple steps, right?
Yeah, they called it incomplete, though.
Third down. Third and 10 for Fayetteville. At their own 48-yard line. Odom's going to sprint right. Oh! What a hit. Oh, my.
You can't. You got to. That's the defenseless receiver.
That's a defense, and there's no penalty.
That's a defenseless receiver.
Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Brody Jones got called for that this season.
Oh, my goodness.
Completely defenseless.
Casey is letting them have it.
My goodness. Wow. Unbelievable, guys. I mean, I don't know what the definition of defensive receiver is if that's not the definition, guys. My goodness.
That was a hit, Pat. That was a hit, Pat.
Yeah, Casey is not happy about that.
No, he is the man.
He is livid. He's going to have a timeout. He is not happy. I mean, I don't know how you let that not be called, guys. I mean, I don't understand. That 2 calls so far, very questionable. One and both have been against you. I mean, I don't understand that call right there.
There's not much you can
That
say
kid
as
could
an
have gotten
official,
seriously hurt on that
gotta
play.
be able to see that.
Wow,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
You've got to wrap them. What I was told is you have to wrap the body and take them to the ground.
Right.
That come up, bang, hit, that's a penalty. That's a defenseless receiver.
Right.
It got called on us in the Texas game.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with the official after the game, and he explained it. That's the rule.
Fayetteville set to punt. I mean, unbelievable that was let go. I mean, wow, guys. If they're not going to call that, and then they're going to get these overthrown head passes, and it's going to be a long night for the boys in the purple. Keuchel set to punt. There's the kick. Going to be down inside the 10-yard line. Around about the 7. At the 8 where the ball will be spotted. 11-10 PA. 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Been a long first quarter, guys. Cobb's going to be in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Cobb. It's complete. Williams on the stop. At the end of the quarter, Pulaski Academy leads at 11-10. They'll have the ball 1st and 10. Guys, sum up that first quarter first. Derek, go with Fayetteville, and then I'll have you take, you go Fayetteville offense. Derek,
Yeah,
what'd you see?
I like what I seen. We were able to move the ball or whatever. There were some critical plays that kind of stalled that second drive out. But, they did what they had to do in order to take care of the football and put some points on the board. I think they're fine.
Defensively, Aaron.
it's the pre-snap motion and all the pizzazz that PA brings on offensively. I really think it kind of it's shell-shocked this Fayetteville defense, and we've had a couple of little stingers with Bunch on the corner, and then we had another one with Will, and Jackson's been out a couple plays. This defense kind of just need to catch his breath and hopes to kind of stop all of this little dink and dunk that they got going on with the short passing and the end arounds and the different little nuances of their offense.
First down, Cobb in the shotgun, empty set. Pressure's coming. They'll force him out of the pocket. He's going to be knocked out of bounds by Slanker on the stop. Second and 11. Ball back at the 17-yard line.
Great.
Incomplete. Jones on the coverage. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Not many running plays from the Bruins of PA.
No. Well, to have that little special kind of end-around jet sweep that they do, that's been very good play for them tonight and throughout the season this year.
Cobb. Dogs are going to collapse the pocket, and they're going to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage. Rhett Tidwell.
Now, let me ask you, Pat, do you go for it on 4th down here?
You better not.
But that's what they do.
You better not. Slanker and Tidwell.
Got to be a pooch punt or something.
Got to bring up 4th down. I mean,
this is crazy to see.
They don't punt. They don't punt at all. They don't punt at all.
Whoa. 4th down and very long.
This got to be a punt safe, right? You can't tell me. Little roll out to the little.
A little punt safe.
Get the ball.
I'm just going to roll out of bounds.
Well, you shocked me there. I'm telling you, you shocked me. They went against what they normally do.
I mean, the 7 and the 27 is. I would 27. I'd be like maybe, but the 7. I mean, I don't. You want to win, right? I like. Yeah, I would start questioning whether or not you want to win if you start going for it on the 7 in the second quarter.
Dogs take over at their own 39-yard line. 1st down.
I wish we'd have got that previous play back for Katavion, but I know they're going back to him. We'll see that house call.
Odom.
Duck one.
He's going to be brought down for a big loss.
The way this defense for Pulaski, they're really putting a focus on Delamar. They had a guy, he ran a little curl route here, but they've been having a guy sort of in front of him and somewhat behind him.
Loss of 6 on the play, I believe. 2nd down.
This is where you hit him with the man-to-man right here.
And there's going to be a PI. It's going to be a pass interference on PA.
But if you see that little linebacker, he's ducking in, but he's coming back out to sort of put make it a little bit more difficult to throw it out to him.
That should make it an automatic 1st down for the Bulldog. That was an obvious one. That'll put it all the way up to the 40, Bulldog 48-yard line. 2nd.
This be 3rd. I think they got the down mark wrong. I believe it's 3rd and 1.
Should be 2nd down.
Yeah, he had a sack on 1st down.
Yeah, should be 2nd and 1.
So, yeah, lost it down. Doesn't apply. Gotcha.
Straight ahead.
Nothing.
Not much. Going to bring up third to short.
Motion. We didn't get set. We did not get set.
That might be a good thing. It's going to be a 5-yard mark off.
I wanted to go quick and catch him off guard, but I don't think you really needed to.
No. I mean, you got Battles over there on the bench for 1 yard. If you running up the middle. But also, I mean, maybe this gives you enough room to kind of run an actual.
Right.
Really?
It's going to bring up
4th and 1?
4th and short.
That's interesting.
Well, obviously they've done their film study. They know we're a more traditional team, so but Keuchel is capable of tucking that thing and going.
True, but I would say playing the field position that ensures that you know that they're not gonna punt, or they will punt within their 7.
There's a
You
kick.
can kind of pin them
Nice
back in there.
kick.
Oh, it hit him. He hit him.
It's going to be
Hit him right around the 16-yard line.
It's going to be around the 10 is where they're going to spot the ball.
Oh, nice and generous.
11-10, PA here early in the second quarter. We're at Harmon Field at Fayetteville High School in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's the 7A Arkansas High School State Playoff Quarterfinals. Cobb in the shotgun with single back set. Now would be a good time for the Bulldogs to get a turnover. Snap. Little screen play. It's not going to go. It's not going to get too much.
3 yards.
3 yards. Tidwell on the stop. Walker on the reception.
Looks like they gave him 4.
Oh, they're very generous tonight with their spots.
With the visitors too, that's just weird. They've been real generous with the visitors coming in.
Is there another dog down?
Tidwell.
Man. Tidwell is the injured Bulldog, I believe, as being reported. The Bulldog down. And it's like he's going to. Oh, man. Be a huge loss if he wasn't able to return.
Since we do have a little lull in this game, 2 minutes up in Bentonville. Bentonville West up 14-13 against Bentonville tonight.
Cobb in the shotgun, second down. At the PA 14-yard line. Cobb's going to keep it.
That's a hold.
That's holding.
That's a hold. And it
And
doesn't
he's
get
going to
called.
be swarmed.
And it doesn't.
They're not calling a lot of.
I mean, that was a clear hole.
It's going to bring up third down.
Since we got another break, Rogers is up on Conway 21-14 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
And, Aaron, I said that before that game started. I felt like Rogers could play with Conway. I said that.
Third down, Cobb in the shotgun, empty set. It's going to be incomplete.
Then in that last quarterfinal game, Cabot came up with the big-time upset last week, and Cabot is down 38-0 at halftime. Sorry, my bad. ain't nothing happening in Brown down there. Ain't no Cabot magic tonight. It's not going.
You had me with that one, Aaron.
Going to be another quick kick.
That's the same spot. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Still going.
Number 8.
I know that ain't who they been had back there. Who is it?
Kendrick Williams on the return.
Oh, okay.
All the way down inside PA territory. Little wrinkle. Kendrick Williams on the return.
Well, they're keeping the defense out there just in case. So he's the last man back there. But, I mean, that could have been something that
I'd see a lot of it in Kendrick's career. A lot of people. He was a receiver, running back. He did a lot of two-way stuff for Bentonville. Hold him. Delamar. Jason.
Yep.
It's a dog's world. Jason Delamar, touchdown Bulldogs. JD3. Oh,
Just a matter of time. Yeah.
I mean, a burst of speed.
I want to tell you something.
Burst of speed.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to give you my economics lesson right now, but I'm going to tell you that was an economics lesson. And for those of y'all who hadn't been following me, I'm going to tell you what that is later on. But, man, oh, man.
Delamar, one play.
That move at the 10-yard line was nasty.
He just had that look in his eye. But prior to the ball game, when I saw him in the locker room, kick is up. And the kick is good. Bulldogs take a 17-11 lead. Off the Odom to Delamar flip. Oh, my goodness. That was a different level of speed. I hadn't seen that all year.
Yeah, he was committed on that run. I mean, that's the bottom line. He was committed on that run.
And just another score update. I'll quit after this. Right down the road.
Keep them coming.
Farmington got a 21-14 lead over Camden Fairview going into halftime.
Be a big win if the Cardinals and Farmington were able to pull that game off in the state playoff battle of the Cardinals.
Yeah, and they'll be able to avenge that loss last year in the first round of the playoffs to Camden.
17-11 Bulldogs. Second quarter. Tonight's game is brought to you by First Choice Protection Systems. And get this, if you are a veteran, they will honor the veteran discount. So be sure and reach out to our good buddies for all security needs down at First Choice Protection Systems. It's going to bounce in the end zone for yet another touchback. Guys, that's been some of Fayetteville's best defense, as Keuchel always placing the opponents at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, and especially because you got a sound group of guys out there that's really, really playing disciplined football right now on the defensive side of the ball.
Right. It's going to be complete.
That's his stop. CJ stop, I think.
into the game for Fayetteville, freshman C.J. Bailey. There's a little flip. And he won't get very much, else he's going to be brought down. Garden on the stop. Bring up 2nd and 6. Cobb. He's trying to go deep.
Good job, good job. Don't
On
call
the
him
coverage.
Hey, good job, CJ.
C.J. Bailey
Good job,
on the
CJ.
coverage.
Freshman out there.
Right there at the 30. Got lucky. Got lucky.
They tried to
At the 30.
test the freshman.
They saw him come on the field.
They are definitely 3rd down and 6. Ball at the PA 34-yard line for the Bruins.
It's a lot of trust in the freshman there to be one-on-one.
Oh,
He's going to
he
get
escaped.
away, and he's going to pick up the 1st down.
They had him.
Had him on the tackle. Missed tackles, especially with the elusiveness of Cobb.
Guess Brody Jones had to make some adjustments or something.
First down. Cobb is loose.
Bubble.
Fayetteville will get it. The Bulldogs have the football, it looks like.
Are they calling an incomplete pass?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable.
That's one of the things that, you hope to see soon in high school football is replay.
Man, they're struggling tonight. Oh, my God. Clear fumble. 2nd down. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, you get those type of missed calls and then plays like this happen, guys. A fumble turns into a 1st down. I mean, those things are momentum swings. I mean, 2 bad calls have resulted in some positive plays the very next play for PA. 2 atrocious calls. Cobb. Good open field tackle by Brody Jones.
Hey, that's a heck of a play by Brody Jones. That's stuff that Deion Sanders like to see.
2nd down. Cobb in the shotgun. Empty set.
Coach Prime, we not hard to find down here in Fayetteville.
That's right. Well, I don't know. Let me not even start. Don't go there.
Cobb. B.
Good open field tackle.
Charlie Garden on the stop. It's going to bring up 3rd down. About 4.
There you go.
It's going to be, he'll just get enough. Another Bulldog down on the ground.
No, that's not him.
Okay, that's what.
like the fourth or fifth Bulldog's been down in this half.
Again, you know, Pat, it's 42, 41, 2 degrees out there. And, I mean, these guys are flying around and hitting. These stingers are really, you know, that's what these are. They're
Kestner
stingers.
was the injured Bulldog.
It doesn't look like that. Burns is going to come back in. It doesn't look like it.
That's why CJ was in.
It's going to bring up first down.
Yeah, he's definitely sitting over on the table.
Kestner's been banged up the last few weeks. Handoff. Nice cut.
They're holding Tidwell. He's letting the ref know about it.
They're not seeing it, though. I mean, I don't
Well,
understand it.
I mean, it's right in front of him. I mean, it's a clear hold.
They're struggling. Some of the calls that are just obvious calls, and then some that are obviously not, have been chosen to be calls. I mean, they're struggling tonight. About, 3 or 4 holes have been let go? And Tidwell shooting the gap untouched. Cobb in the shotgun with the single back set, 4 wide.
Oh, that's a good move right there. Hope he didn't hurt himself. Yeah. Oh, man, it was a good move, too.
Oh, my God. He got planted in there, too.
Oh, yeah, they got stuck. They just went up.
Oh, man.
Oh. Oh.
It's on PA highlight there right now.
Yeah, that was a bad move right there. But that takes a little bit more depth there, too, because you already got the sophomore casting in. And so you got to go a little bit deeper now. But what that'll do is that'll bring in Grayson Jerry and Will Price at the same time.
Yeah.
Slanker.
Something up tonight, man.
Yeah, he's up.
He's hurt.
Oh, yeah. No, he's, yeah.
Like, that man, his ACL or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that don't look
I
good.
tell you right now, 2003, about the 47, I did the same thing, playing a little too hard, man.
Like, you should have seen when the move happened.
He's not putting pressure on that left leg.
Same leg as mine too, man. That left leg, man. This turf out here, man. It gave out some punishment to a lot of folks.
That was a $100 move.
Not what you want to see for the senior.
Oh, yeah, that's done. You don't even touch that.
Damn. Man.
Down one of your senior linebackers. Very important piece to the defense, I might add as well.
Yeah, just a high motor.
God, it meant so much to the defense this season.
Yeah.
But honestly, that was some of why he got hurt. The motor so high it can't break down. Slow down and break down.
Cobb.
Got him, Will Price.
And he's going to be brought down.
And that's action from Will Price that starts that.
Tidwell on the stop. Pressure was caused by Will Price. Going to bring up 4th down for PA.
That's one thing that's an addition to this Fayetteville defense is, and it's nothing against the injury, but when you can add Grayson Jerry and Will Price on the field at the same time, you got 2 people on the edge that are faster than all get out. That's going to get around pretty much any tackle that's out there.
Cobb. He'll take the snap. Looking. He'll throw it in the flat. It's going to be complete.
Got a first down by a yard.
First down. Ball at the 19 of Fayetteville for PA. Handoff. They're running over to the big left tackle side. When they do run the ball, they run behind their big left tackle. Jerry on the stop.
Need a turnover here, Pat. That's what we need.
Cobb in the shotgun. Quick slant. Going to be completed.
First down.
Sabota's been his prime receiver. Still goes back to the blown fumble if they were to get points out of this.
Yeah.
Give.
Oh, nice tackle.
Sabota on the carry. Second and goal. Bring up a third and goal.
No gain.
Third and goal.
This is wild to see.
It's going to be a touchdown. Cobb on the keeper. And I'll keep saying, goes back to the blown fumble. Two bad calls have resulted in direct 14 points possibly for this Pulaski football team. Makes it 17-17.
False start.
They calling it against Fayetteville.
I'm not surprised. They have struggled tonight. And you take away the two penalties on the fourth down pass interference and then the fumble, I mean, this is a really good defensive game by Fayetteville. There's a snap. The kick is good to make it 18-17. To 17 over the Bulldogs of Fayetteville here at Harmon Field on the campus of Fayetteville High School in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's the Arkansas High School 7A state playoff quarterfinals. 2 weeks away from naming the 7A champion, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you give them a short field if you're PA, or do you just go on and kick this one?
Well, if you're playing traditional football, you kick it deep and make them go 80 yards. However,
What just happened?
well, when they said he touched it when it was down, with his knee down.
Okay.
So you got to go 75 yards.
Ball at the Bulldog 25-yard line.
I say you go back to we know who.
Go deep.
You got to.
You clearly have an advantage at the wide receiver spot with Taylor and Delamar. The 23-yard line. Odom.
Underthrown.
Second and 10. Odom. It's complete.
First down.
It'll be a first down. Ty Mattingly. Up to the Bulldog 36-yard line.
Timeout, Fayetteville. That's one of the things.
Big sack. You have to get rid of the football, guys.
Yeah, that's one of the things he'll learn, in that position, you know what I'm saying? First down, just get rid of it. You got second and 10, rather than second and 18.
You just got to throw the ball away. You can't take a big sack like that. You throw the ball away.
I mean, he's able to run, so he should be able to get on down. Especially if you can't be indecisive right now.
He's got a timeout by Fayetteville. Trailing 18-17 to the Pulaski Academy Bruins. Tonight's game is brought to you by Lindsay and Associates with an office in Fayetteville. They have an office in Rogers and their newest location in Bentonville. That's Lindsay and Associates. We bring great neighbors together. As we resume play, second and long for the Bulldogs of Fayetteville, all the way back to their own 27-yard line. Delamar.
Gone.
Jason, he's at the 40. All the way down at the 35-yard line. Jason Delamar. He's showing a burst of speed. Got a Pulaski.
They got to figure out a way to get him the ball. It's too important now, especially as you starting to get yourself out of this half and going into the next half. You got to be able to establish him throughout this game. Well, since we got a low on the, I did misscored the Farmington and Camden game. They both have the Cardinals on there, but Camden's up 21-14 at halftime.
Okay.
Benville's up 20-14 over Benville West at halftime. Rogers and Conway tied at 21. Throw out here. Let me check out on Greenwood.
A lot of competition going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of movement and
games.
shakings going on. I will say, I know we're covering the 7A, but the 5A is probably one of the best collection of 8 teams that I've seen in a really long time. So that's one of those little divisions throughout that you can always check out.
First down, Bulldogs. At the PA 35-yard line. Odom. There's a blitz.
Nice.
It's complete.
Way to come back to it.
It'll be a first down. Katavian Taylor. What we got back here?
Gonna call holding, I'm sure.
This is unbelievable. They're not missing anything on the Dogs tonight. But we've dropped and missed about 4 on the opposing offense that were blatant.
Again, 42 seconds to go. You got the offense to at least get you in field goal range.
First and long, back at the 45-yard line. It's going to be a timeout. Fayetteville, I believe. PA calls the timeout. I'm sorry. Are you playing for 3 guys or are you playing for the touchdown? I believe Fayetteville will get the ball when we come back to restart the third quarter. So how do you play this if you're Fayetteville?
Well, obviously you're going to play – obviously you're still playing for the touchdown right now with 39 seconds, which should actually be 42 seconds on the clock, but you're still playing for the touchdown. But ultimately, you do want to get in field goal range and go into the halftime with the lead. And I like the option right now.
Playlist for the stadium?
Man, I tell you, it's bad tonight. It's bad tonight.
Man. State playoff, we got to hype it up.
Got a couple of the scores. Got Little Rock Parkview 41-0 over Maumelle at halftime. Got Mountain Home 21-7 over Little Rock Catholic at halftime.
Oh, man.
Greenwood 41-0 over El Dorado.
Not a lot of competition going on in the second week here.
At all. Let me check this Shiloh. Check these boys out in Shiloh.
Dogs back at it at the PA 45, first down. Odom in the shotgun with a single back. Intended for Delamar. Second down. Like to see him stretch the defense a little bit. They're coming.
He's offsides. Got him. Give us 5 of that back.
It's going to be offsides on Pulaski. It's going to make it first, second and 15.
Yeah, it ain't the NFL. You can't get back. Once you're over, you're over.
Once it's a violation, it's a violation.
All right.
Trespassing. Odom.
That was a bad spot.
Graves, the intended receiver. That wasn't going anywhere on that play.
But he also threw it on that inside shoulder.
If
that linebacker was paying any attention to that ball, it could have been easily intercepted for sure.
They're so aggressive. I'd like to see you bring Taylor in motion and get around the corner.
PA's going to call another timeout.
I'll go back to scores. Shiloh up 56-7 over Van Buren. Bend up 40-7 over Lake Hamilton. What else we got out there?
Tonight's game is brought to you by Lindsay and Associates, First Choice Protection Systems, CMAC Southern Kitchen, and Fayetteville Glass. We want to thank our proud sponsors for making Bulldog football available to you each and every Friday night here on the Hill Media. It's going to be 3rd and 15 at the PA 40-yard line for Fayetteville. Down 18-17 to the Bruins. Odom in the shotgun. What we got over here? A flag down. I think we got a ineligible receiver downfield. Seeing the big lineman down here at the 30-yard line.
Yep, that's it. Ineligible downfield.
Guys, are you surprised that Fayetteville hadn't tried to run the football at all tonight?
It seems like one of those games where you get lulled into playing the game like the other team. It's kind of one of those kind of getting into that passing game. We haven't seen Johnson carry the ball. Battles hadn't carried it tonight, and another timeout.
Fayetteville's going to take a timeout.
I mean, I don't. Here's the deal, or whatever. At this fourth down juncture, being at the 45-yard line, I don't see you have no loss of going for it here. But obviously, you know what I'm saying, they're probably going to punt it away and try to, play for the second quarter.
(18-17). PA over the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Dogs have the football, fourth down and about 15 at the PA 40-yard line, as they'll bring out the punt team. Snap.
Oh, wow. We got a little bit of that.
Let the time run.
Fayetteville roll. He'll be down at the PA 25-yard line. Cobb in the shotgun. He'll just take a knee. And we'll get on into halftime with the score. PA Pulaski Academy Bruins 18 and the Fayetteville Bulldogs 17. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching Bulldog Football on the Hill Media TV. Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it.
And we gonna get the job done.
Jay, you were one of the guys as a sophomore had a chance to come in and play on the runner-up state championship team. So you kind of had a chance to see what that felt like. And then last year had an even larger role on that 13-0 team that went undefeated as your junior year. I mean, how do you think you guys can pull from those two experiences going into your senior year of the state playoffs?
Like I said, it's still with the mindset. It's the same thing from last year going up to this year. Yeah, we lost a couple players, but it's just like we all still got the same goal in mind and just the same work ethic, and we just do our thing.
How much do you think you guys grew from that? Just that one bad Friday night back several weeks ago against Bentonville to now.
It's been a drastic change. I'm gonna be honest. In practice, from when it comes to just everything from the weight room into the film room, just everything has changed. We just rules. And we all just matured ourselves, and we, bounced back, and now we're looking way better than we were before.
Now, Jay, I tell everybody a couple of weeks ago when I left the stadium, it was the best performance I thought, offense, defense, special teams, in particular, because it was pouring rain.
Yeah,
guys, we'd not been in those elements, but just the way to hold a team that had put a lot of points, maybe not have the record, but they were putting points on people. You guys, 51 yards and 7 points. I mean, just talk about that, and how can you guys take that performance into Friday night?
It's just all so hopefully we can keep the momentum from last week. We did coming off a bye, might have knocked a little bit off, but not. I don't think it will. But that game in particular, it was a tough one, but it was a fun one at the same time. That team, they did average about 35 to maybe even 40 points a game, but I mean, just do your job, man. It's as simple as that.
Preparation. I mean, I don't think there's a better team defensively. You prepare by two more awesome coordinators than Coach Davis and Coach Britt. Just talk about just the weekly preparation that those guys go through.
Coach Davis, something about him that I've always known is that he is always on top of it. He always, got us a great game plan. It don't matter. Our scouting report going to be like 40 pages long. He want us to make sure we got everything right. He makes sure everything right, and he's just a great coach in general, and he going to make sure we going to get the job done for sure.
Now, your senior year in particular, I mean, pretty much you've reached some goals, and with that commitment to UCA, big ups and congratulations.
Yes,
I don't even think I mean, that's just the beginning. But just how have you assessed your senior year, and what's still left on the bone?
I feel like there's a lot left on the bone for sure. Definitely for me, knowing I still got a couple more years under my belt, but knowing seeing how much I've grown and seeing my teammates grow at the same time, it's just a blessing, and I'm just thankful to be able to be here to play this game and just have fun.
Watching the film of PA offensively, what do you guys have to do defensively to move on to that semifinal round and a chance to move to Little Rock the following week?
Man, we just gotta I say just beat the sprint out, make sure they don't get in the perimeter, and I feel like we're gonna be all right. They don't. I'm not gonna throw no shots.
Now we had Reed on, and I was telling Reed, I was talking to somebody out and about town, and this is only if you guys were to go on the road in the semifinals, only the second state playoff game on the road since Coach Dick has been the head coach. How special would it be to do it this way, on the road, beat that team nobody expects you to beat, and then be able to finish it out in Little Rock?
I mean, it'll be amazing. We've always, been like some type of an underdog in some way, so we always gonna try and do our best to come out on top. But it would be pretty nice for us to shock the world once again.
Now, I talked to you at one of the basketball games last year, and you guys were coming in with a 20-4 class overall record. Now, if you guys were to close this out and get 3 wins, that makes you 31-6. The last class that just left went 30-7. Is that something that you guys as a senior group really are going to use as motivation these next 3 weeks?
For sure. I mean, I've always wanted to make sure I do the best I can in everything, and I want to, be number one in everything. So it'll be a little something to, have a little over them. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna have some fun with it. We were up in the press box.
Mm-hmm.
My guy sitting right over here, myself, and the boiled chicken man, Mr. Calhoun.
Oh my goodness!
The ball is snapped, and all we see, Demetrius, is big number 99 coming through there and making that block. I walk in, and there's a story to me. So I walk in to tell him he's got the special teams. He already know. I mean, he's already like, yeah. He ain't heard nothing about the defense. He don't want that. How special was that to get that award?
It was special, man, because a crazy story that my mom told me is that my brother also got the same award on the same exact day in his senior year.
Yes,
so it's
he
just,
did.
it's real cool for something like that to happen. It's a crazy coincidence, but it's real cool.
Now, final question. I mean, I know you had your senior day. You did that walk, but this is and will be the final time that you get to go out there on Bulldog at Harmon Field and play that football game. I mean, just talk about the experience. And for those, because I've been there, I understand, but just what it's been like, to have a playing high school career at Harmon Field.
Man, it's just been a blessing since a kid, just playing on that field from the AAU days and the elementary and the Boys and Girls Club, and just watching all types of games on that field and wanting to be on that field and play. It's just amazing, and it sucks that it's gonna be one of my last, but I gotta have fun with it.
Well, my man, hey, thanks for taking time out. We got a whole bunch more Purple Rain to bring to this table. J.O., we'll see you on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we'll be back. I believe we got the Mathis touch, and we also got Mr. Tidwell himself. It's the KC Dick Show, live from CMAC Southern Kitchen. And welcome back here live. It's the KC Dick Show here at CMAC Southern Kitchen at 2190 MLK Boulevard. And, yes, the Dogs are about to defend, or try to at least defend, their state championship. And one of the young men that helped with that 13-0 season and even has had a better season, I say it's the Mathis touch back there in the secondary. Mathis Brady, what's up, my man?
How's it going?
Mathis, senior year. When you reflect back on the 10 regular season games, what do you think you guys can take heading into the playoffs?
Honestly, I can really tell, a difference from just – I love seeing our team just grow from the first game all the way up until the playoffs. The playoffs is a time, kill or be killed, and it's just a great time. Our physicality, how fast our defense is, not just our defense. Our offense is great too, but I'm going to brag a little bit on the defense. But, our DBs, all of our DBs, just great, hard hitters, I don't know. I think it's a really good look.
You in particular, I know you were injured.
I was.
Last year in the state playoffs, I believe, caught an interception and had a mishap with your knee. How special is it for you to be able to come back your senior year and have the type of year that you've had?
Oh, it's so good because, the entire offseason, I injured my knee once during week 7 with the pick and then re-injured it again in state. And I had the entire offseason dedicated to just coming back. It was 8 months, every single day. No days off, no weeks off. It's just very satisfying, and it's a great feeling to come back and do as well as our team has done, and
Now being the
help out,
senior leader of that secondary, a lot of younger guys back there. You're the elder statesman back here.
Yes, sir.
How does that feel to be able to be a leader with guys like Kenyon Johnson, who's just now coming back, didn't play last year, Kendrick Williams, and those guys. Brody Jones, Mr. Charlie Garton, and those guys. How special is it to be the leader back there after kind of being an understudy for what you went through last year with those type of guys?
Yes, sir. I had about three seniors in particular last year that would mentor me, and it meant the world when they were teaching me. And just to be able to do that and, like, fill the shoes of those seniors that, to be in that spot, with Brody, Kenyon, Charlie, especially, Kendrick, all of them, it's great to see them shine. And, I love picking them up whenever they're feeling down. It's a great feeling to help them.
Coach Landry and Coach Britt to have D-back coaches, especially with Coach Britt being, co-defense coordinator. How big is that to have a guy that is so prepared when Friday arrives?
Yeah, I think about it quite frequently, honestly. He watches a ton of film, like tons. Him and Coach Davis, they just watch film on, like, just hours of it, and I'm just so thankful for it because I think that really, connects how our defense works. Coaches don't watch film. They don't know what they're doing. It's a huge role, and last year's 13-0 season, this year's defending state champion season. So I think it's a very significant role. And
which leads me into my next question. Having been a sophomore and been on that team that had come off runner-up to a state championship, then last year as your junior year, you guys go 13-0. How much do you think this group of seniors can draw from being really on both sides of the fence heading into Friday night?
I think next year, I think our team is going to be still really good. I think the seniors this year, it's a very big impact on, I don't know. It's going to be a good year for them next year. I'm excited to see how they're going to turn out. Last year, after our 13-0 season, after all the seniors left, they all thought that we weren't going to be, maybe even lucky just to barely get a winning record. But look at us now. We're 8-2, so I think it's.
I was telling Jo, last year's group went 30-7 as a senior group over 3 years now. If you guys win the remaining 3 games of your high school career, you leave out of here 31-6 as a group. How much of a motivating factor do you think that's going to be as a senior group?
Oh yeah, because I have a bunch of buddies that I still talk with that were on the 13-0 season last year, and they just they give us a lot of crap for what happened with Bentonville. That was an off game. I think everyone on the team knows that, but they still give us a little crap. So if we could compete with that and then have that record, it'd be good to So we had this record at the end of the season, so. Blah, blah, blah.
The PA comes in with a really good quarterback, a lot of good numbers. What do you guys see on film that you're going to have to do on Friday night?
He's a very big scrambler. He that's probably his not his main. His main thing is when he's I can't think of the word, but
extending plays with his legs.
He very big scrambler. We've been working all these past 2 weeks. We're coming off a bye week, and we've been working just really hard on the scrambling drill. When he's, running out of the pocket, that's going to be our our toughest thing Friday night.
Mr. Interception here, and since we're at CMAX, a few weeks ago received the CMAC Defensive Player Award. 3 interceptions, Mathis. That night, what are you feeling when you're having one of those type of nights?
It's a great feeling, obviously. It's very surreal. I kind of just wasn't really expecting them to keep throwing it to me, and, they just kept chucking the ball over my direction, and that was all in the first half. Honestly, I really wish they would have kept me in. See where that would have gone. Maybe broke a record or something. I don't know.
Last question, and then when you go out Friday, as I've spoken with Reed and Jo, that will be the final time you get to take the field as a Fayetteville Bulldog at Harmon Field. How special of a night do you think that's going to be?
Man, it's crazy to think. Growing up, I've been coming to football games since I was about 9 years old. I can't remember the name of the player, but I still have the gloves in my room of some player when I was a 9-year-old, and just to go from that 9-year-old getting the gloves to be able to give, I gave my arm sleeve to some kids, and it just really made me, it's a very surreal moment. Thankful for everything that's ever happened, but I'm gonna go out there, play my heart out, leave everything on the field.
When you look over and you see Reed, Rhett, Jo, guys that you've been with since your freshman year, and you guys going to be 4 of the main defensive players. Having been in that spot, how much do you relish that opportunity to know that you get to go to war with those type of guys?
Those are my brothers. I fight for them, and they'll fight for me. We got each other's backs, and it's a great feeling to know that someone will have my back as much as I have theirs.
Hey, there you heard it from the Mathis Touch, Mathis Brady. Hey, we'll be back with much, much more. It's the KC Dick Show live from CMAC Southern Kitchen. And welcome back to C-Mac Southern Kitchen. It's the Casey Dick Show, located here at 2190 MLK Boulevard here in Fayetteville. And I'm joined by our final Bulldog, and he just might be the heart and soul of that defensive side we call the Purple Rain, Mr. Rhett Tidwell. RT, what's up, man?
Sir, what's up?
Senior Rhett, 10 weeks gone. I mean, when you think about the season, what can you guys take into the state playoffs this weekend?
I mean, I feel like we fought every game. Like, we had Bentonville, obviously, worst game of the year, but, like, second half, we fought back. I think they scored once in the second half, and offense ended up getting a score and a field goal. But, we've just fought every game, and these last few games, we've really finished games out, the right way. And we learned that from Texas, not necessarily finishing as well as we want to. And so, like, just all year we've just kind of learned, like, who we are.
Right.
And we just got to continue to take what we've learned into the playoffs.
When you think back to your senior year, you come in an all-state linebacker. How have you seen your game grow? And, what do you feel good about heading into Friday night?
I feel good about our defense as a whole has really grown, I feel like, this whole year. Obviously, the beginning of the year kind of struggled a little bit, especially, like, the Texas game, let up 50-something points. And then, first half of Bentonville kind of struggled. But, we've really, these last few games, like Harbor was one of the top scoring teams in 7A West. And I think they scored, 6?
7 points.
7, yeah.
51 yards.
Mm-hmm. But, I feel like just our whole defense has just came together and kind of bought in to what we're trying to do and has been prepared for each game. And I feel real confident about our preparation coming up this week.
When you look at this PA offense, we all know, it's a very prolific guy. And welcome back here live at Fayetteville High School, Harmon Playfield at Fayetteville High School in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's your 7A West Arkansas High School quarterfinal matchup. The Pulaski Academy Bruins lead it over the Fayetteville Bulldogs, 18-17. And you hate to talk about it, guys, but there's been a few calls that have had major impact on this football game. And if you're Fayetteville, how do you deal with it? And what should you expect to establish early in this third quarter?
It should be able to shake off whatever happened in the first half and come out here and be ready to finish these last 24 minutes that's going to be on the clock. You're only down by 1. You get the ball at halftime, and it's time to play Fayetteville Purple Dog football.
Guys, are you surprised that Fayetteville hadn't really tried to establish the running game, the power game with Battles and Johnson?
No, not that surprised. Obviously, PA's loading the box, and you can see that they got a good defensive line scheme. And the times that we have ran the ball off, it hadn't just not been there. But you just got to keep going with those quick passes that are designed, basically run plays here at Fayetteville. And hope to get this thing opened up a little bit, soften them up in the middle.
How important do you think the first 5.5, 6 minutes of this third quarter is going to be, as far as who can kind of grab a hold of that momentum that you're going to need to finish this ball game out with it being so close?
I think for Fayetteville, this next possession is something. If you're able to kind of get something going and get a score. Now, if you're 3 and out super fast, that's gonna be somewhat demoralizing as you're coming out of halftime. You know what's in front of you. You know what you need to accomplish. So it's just one of those things, man. You got to be able to come out here. You only got 2 quarters. This is the last game at Harmon Field this year. So, barring anything that happened crazy, but last time I checked, Cabot still had 0. So there's nothing gonna happen. The winner in this game is going to Bryant next week. So you got 2 quarters to fight your way into the semifinals.
Good point. Fayetteville will receive the opening kickoff here in the third period.
Little gamesmanship by PA coming out of the locker room late. I'm obviously,
Yes.
and the officials again allowing more time for them.
That's crazy.
Which I noted, what I'm saying, which, typically that's not the way things are supposed to go.
I mean,
Especially for the visiting team.
Exactly.
That's
they just had the conversation. I wonder how it's going to go. You'd like to see a few more holding calls that we've had a chance to see from our vantage point be awarded to the Fayetteville defense. Seems like big number 99 has been held quite a bit against versus a very smaller offensive lineman.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just him. It's been across the board.
Yes.
Different defense. You can almost pick a different defensive line. What are we doing over here? Get the game started. But they just did an update on the Arkansas sports. The soccer girls just won and moved on to the Sweet 16, I think. 1-0 victory over California. And it looks like the Hogs are up at least by 20 over Euler, I think I heard, over at Bud Walton. I almost said Barnhill. Man, shows my age.
Yeah, it takes a little bit longer than what we're accustomed to, ain't it, guys?
I mean, I guess playoffs.
They're waiting for the clock to run out.
Well, the clock had ran out, and they put 3 minutes or something back on it. So
Unbelievable.
Guess
As
that's
we
what
get set
that
to
private
go.
school money get you. Get you extra 3 minutes at halftime. Let me slip you this, bro. This tuition, that get you through a couple weeks.
Right. As we get set to start the third quarter, Fayetteville will receive as we're anticipating an onside kick.
how many times you going to count them? I mean, he counted them 2 or 3 times. I don't know what these guys is going to.
I tell you.
Now they just ran another guy on.
My goodness.
So he kept counting them until they realized they was a man short.
So that's the penalty. You don't go over and tell them. Wow. I don't know where they do that at.
That was a nice last little
Fayetteville
pop-up.
will take over at their own 40-yard line, possibly the 41-yard line. Mr. Reliable on the reception. Landon will be going to play baseball at Connor State University when he concludes his high school career.
You good?
Very, very good catcher. Odom's going to keep it. He'll get about 3 on the play. 2. Boy, those spots have been very, very awkward tonight. It's going to be second and 8. Delamar. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Close to the first down. About 1.5 yards shy. Third and 2.
Got to back up.
Seen battles very much tonight in the lineup.
That hesitation killed that play. I mean, really, 3rd and 1, you want to hand it off to your running back. I'm not entirely sure what he saw there, but he's been the last 3 or 4 drives offensively. He's been a little hesitant more than he has this game. I wonder what.
Not sure why the
what's
ball
called- what's
didn't get
that?
handed off on that play. If you give it off, it's a first down, obviously. It's an easy first down by Johnson. Going to take a Fayetteville roll. Got to make better reads than that at that position. Possessions are going to be real slim here in the second half.
Yeah.
So you got to make the most of them when you get them, and that was a lost series right there.
And honestly, the two losses that Pulaski Academy had, one of them they were in the game going into that second half. The other one, not so much. But this is a team that can control this pace, and they can figure out ways to kind of keep this offense on the field and run this clock out. So Fayetteville has to get out of here on a. There you go, Jax.
He's going to be stopped for a loss. A big yardage. He's going to take a minute to get up on that one. That one he felt. Loss of about 5.
And I mean,
Yeah, he did.
defensively, there's no way. You put Oliver out there as much as you can this second half. I mean, he's been a different maker on this defensive line, and as soon as he was out of the game, they were able to kind of find some creases up the middle. So
Yes. Second down and about 15. All the way back around the 6-yard line. Nope. 15, loss of 5. We're going to go to that middle receiver. Try to get him over the middle. Trying to go deep. It's going to be incomplete. Jones on the coverage. Third down and 15 for PA.
Got him.
got him.
He's going to be brought down for a sack. All the way back around the 2-yard line. He's going to bring up fourth down. Big Jackson Oliver on the sack.
I know it wasn't Jackson. He wasn't even out there. He was out there, but
It was 10.
yeah, it was 10. Who
Gibbs
got
and
to him?
Griswold. Gibby's done an excellent job filling in for the injured Jaden Holt. Back deep. Kendrick Williams back deep for the Bulldogs. Returnable.
Oh,
And he's going to fall down at the 35-yard line. And it was returnable.
they trying a little different, returner back there, which is a good thing. Getting ready, you need to perform in all phases of the game. But
Yeah.
Williams had a great return earlier. I bet he wish he had that one back.
I think Reed Slanker was out there, guy.
He was on that.
Oh, that's tough.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Christian Battles makes a man miss. Battles at the 10, the
Wow.
5. It's a dog's world.
First carry.
Touchdown, Bulldog.
First carry tonight.
Christian Battles.
That's a college run right there.
Christian Battles. We said we hadn't seen him, and when he did, he brought the Battles to the Bruins. 36-yard jaunt.
That's a train right there.
Aaron, that was decent, but we're gonna have to work with Pat on on them kind of lines right there. That's very, very, very.
Gotta put that back in the
very mediocre on that one right there. Very mediocre. We gotta get that one.
Extra point is good to make it 24-18. Fayetteville.
Hey, producer, how about a 10 a.m. meeting on Monday morning? 10 a.m. meeting.
That wasn't one of my better ones, guys. That wasn't one of my better ones.
Hey, look.
I'm down tonight, guys.
Listen.
But I did get in. It's a dog.
Yeah. Hey, you will only get this on the Hill Media.
Yeah, only.
Dogs 24-18. Following the Christian Battles 36-yard run. One play, 36 yards to put the Dogs ahead. Good way to come out and answer in your second drive, not having the success that you wanted in your initial drive.
Well, it was good to see them actually go to the run. That's something that is escaped Fayetteville, especially tonight, and that's something that their season is built on this year, is that running attack.
This team this year has averaged 192 yards rushing per game, which when you go back and you look at some of the history over Fayetteville over the last, say, 10 or so years, that's not been something that they've really tried to establish. They've had some 1,000-yard backs, but to be a ground and pound team, as this team seems to be really good at this year, hadn't seen that very much. Shotgun set. Give it off left side. Maybe get one.
Tidwell
on the stop.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jackson Oliver is just running through this front. The center guard combo. Every play he's been in, he's completely. He almost overrunning the play.
Big 99 is not wanting to go home.
Yeah, that's how quick he's getting off the ball and getting past that offensive line.
2nd and 8. Single back shotgun set.
And they call
y'all not blowing the whistle.
Well, here's the deal. Not only did the whistle not blow, but they didn't call this defenseless receiver over here, but they're going to call it on Brody for trying to get a guy to the ground.
That's pitiful, man.
That's unbelievable.
That is pitiful. That is absolutely pitiful. That is absolutely pitiful. If you're Fayetteville, you have to turn this game in. This is ridiculous.
And he hit him in his shoulder.
Nobody blew a whistle.
Absolutely pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. This has been bad officiating tonight, guys, and it's been a lopsided officiated game. I'm gonna call it like I see it. I'm gonna call it and say what I see. Like, you can't make it be.
Well, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
This is unbelievable, guys. What we're watching is unbelievable.
Yeah, good
nice
play.
Tackle in the backfield.
Will Price.
Will Price, loss of 4 on the play. All the way back to the PA 45-yard line. Got the freshman in at corner again. Here comes the pressure. Oh, man.
He was right there.
No,
you got to jump in front of him. You got to jump in front. You got to make sure you get in front of that receiver.
Price would have had that one. First down. He's going to keep it. Maybe get about 2. Cobb's going to keep it.
Oh, that's tough on Reed.
Man.
That's tough on him.
Kid's battling out there, man.
Slankert on the stop.
Got him.
And Slank's going to make the stop.
Oh, he's hurt.
Yeah,
He's down. Man,
Pop up and keep going.
got to get him out.
Yeah, that I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, I keep him out because you need him next week. You need him for Brian, man.
I don't know, man. That the way you need to be able to shift and do all of that, man. That knee hopefully it's not as serious as it looks. Lord, man. Right across the middle.
Definitely picking the ball.
Mobley on the stop. First down. Down at the Bulldog 26-yard line for PA. Cobb in the shotgun. Empty set. He's going to make a man miss. Get down around the 20. He'll pick up a 6. Garton on the stop.
Mm-mm.
McGill. And it looks like touchdown PA. Walker on the run. Makes it 24 all. Set up for the extra point. Another Fayetteville penalty. This has kind of been what you kind of didn't want to happen. Fayetteville, when they start getting penalties, it kind of takes away from their momentum.
Yeah.
And it really juices up the opposing team.
Well, also like I mentioned before, after that Fayetteville touchdown, or in the beginning of the second half, you look at the clock. Pulaski Academy took some minutes off this clock on this last drive. They've been able to, after this extra point, should be up by 1. I mean, you giving them all the confidence in the world right now to come into your home, almost halfway through the third quarter, and they have a lead.
25-24. (25-24), Pulaski Academy. Tonight's game is brought to you by Lindsay and Associates, First Choice Protection Systems, CMAC Southern Kitchen, and Fayetteville Glass. 3 really, really big calls in this game against the Fayetteville defense has resulted in touchdowns following the calls against the Bulldogs. It's the ones that really impact the game are the ones you have a hard time dealing with. 2 15-yarders and a fumble.
Yeah, it's I mean,
it's not been a good officiating game.
But also we've had some struggles on offense.
I mean, if you're going to call that on Brody Jones, you call that the most obvious defenseless receiver call of the night.
That was 2 different calls where they did it on the defense. That fumble earlier in the game and that wide receiver.
It'll be out of bounds. So I guess they're going to take it out at the 37. Let's line it up at the 37.
I guess it is.
What? That is on the 36? What do we got going on tonight? 37 one time out of bounds, 36 the next. Wow.
I'm confused.
So it goes. You spot it where it goes out of bounds? Odom. He's going to keep it on the little RP.
Oh, my goodness.
And there's the turnover. PA takes over. Got another Bulldog down on the field. It's going to be first down PA. And we resuming play. PA with the football at the Fayetteville 40-yard line. First and 10, up 25-24. Following a Garrett Odom fumble. Cobb. Looking. Absolutely nobody in the area.
And intentional grabbing. So.
Just throw it. Nobody within 20 yards of the football.
Yeah. There ain't even a discussion.
Fayetteville defense is going to have to make something happen if they're going to have a chance in this game tonight. Offense looks very, very hesitant right now.
Now the umpire, he's setting the ball. Man, this is, oh.
A nice little hit right there. It's cold out there. That's a nice hit. That was a nice hit.
Felt that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be third down.
I'll tell you, he turned right into a nice hit.
Cobb. We got to get our legal procedure on the.
Nope.
No, it's outside.
Jail.
It's going to be a first down. You can't get those when you're right there by the football. Those are the hard ones to take. The little 5-yard free yards that you give away. Cobb. He'll roll to the left. I mean, the lineman has a whole bunch of purples, 99's jersey. Set. Bring up third down. Horton and Price on the stop. It's going to be a 3rd and 6. Call it 3rd and long 5. Empty backfield. Cobb is going to slip through. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Going to bring up a 4th down. Brody Jones.
That's no gain.
There you go.
Dogs need to make a stop on this play and hopefully get the ball back for their offense. 4th down. Probably try to get a little rub screen.
Looks like watch number 8 coming across the
Big,
middle.
yeah, big tight end. The tall one right here on the right.
Man. Oh, he got if
He didn't get it. That's a pick.
Nope. Oh.
It's going to be incomplete. The
Rhett
Dogs
Tidwell.
take over on downs. Rhett Tidwell.
Outstanding
What a defensive
recovery
play.
by Rhett Tidwell.
Make a note of that play. That could be one of the bigger plays in this ball game. At 3:18.
Pat,
Make a note of that play, guys.
the senior linebacker took the right angle, cut him off, and then applied pressure to make him throw it up.
Yes.
Great stop. Great defensive stop.
Bulldogs will take over at their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
Now it's time to take a shot.
Yeah. Because that safety's already cheating over here to Delamar.
Battles. He's just bowling his way across up over the
Holding.
35 down to the 36.
Give it to him.
Holding.
Feed him.
But they're going to start calling holding calls, guys.
The play didn't even go over there.
This is obvious, guys. I don't know who else sees what I see, but this is obvious. How many penalties on Fayetteville versus the opponent in tonight's ball game?
And
lopsided.
And I agree that, the calls have been lopsided, but what you got to do is you got to put this team away, and you're not going to do it running the football right now, although it's taking too much time. You got to get some distance.
Stripes are not going to let you put them away. And I'm not going to get fined. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Odom, empty set, shotgun. Delamar, Jason makes one man miss. Makes another, crosses midfield down to around the 43-yard line. They'll spot it at the 44, 1st down Bulldogs. The senior just said, put it on my back. Odom in the shotgun. Delamar. Jason. And he gets pushed out of bounds. Up of about 8 on the play. Second and 3. Odom. It's going to be incomplete.
Got to lead him a little bit more.
He's got to step up in the pocket and just deliver that one. Throwing off your back foot makes it real hard. Makes the ball float or it falls short. 3rd down for the Bulldogs. at around the 36 of Pulaski for the Bulldog for Fayetteville. Battles is the single back.
Yeah, that's just poor execution right there. But, again, ball's turned over on downs now, so what you got to do is you got to get your defense out there and get ready to play. That's poor execution. Looks like they didn't know quite what the play call was to me.
The second fumble by the Bulldogs, just continuously shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, very uncharacteristic at the wrong time. The turnover bug has hit the last two series. Another Garrett Odom fumble. There's a little screen play, and it's not going to go anywhere as the Dogs are going to sniff it out. Guys, I hate to say it, but the defense is going to have to win this football game tonight. It's going to have to be put on their shoulders. Two very untimely turnovers. Drive killers. Cobb in the shotgun, second down. It's complete. It's going to make it third down and about 5. Comes the pressure.
No!
Intercepted! Brody Jones with the football. Brody! It's Jones time in Fayetteville. He's Jonesing. Brody Jones with the interception for the Bulldogs off a tip pass. Guys, they needed it in the worst way. They needed a turnover.
Yeah.
Brody Jones with the interception for the Bulldogs.
I missed that. Hey, I was looking for Brody Jones, the junior, but I didn't get the signature Pat call on that one. But I'll take it.
A little under the weather, guys. He was jonesing a little bit. He was jonesing. This is where it gets critical. Can the Bulldogs hold on to the football?
Outstanding linebacker play.
Seems like, guys, this might be a game for big Christian Battles.
Yeah.
He's had 2 carries, and they've been very, very big chunk yard plays. And he's a 230-pounder.
Well, you got that last series, I think, though, Pat, you know what I'm saying, that was clearly a mishandle.
At the end of 3, the Bulldogs will have the ball heading in down 25-24. It's going to be second down.
Just to do a quick update on the scores around, the top seeds in the 7A have moved on. Benville and Bryan have both won their games. Well, Benville still got a little bit left, but it's a 20-point lead with 4 minutes left. So that should be good to go. Look like Mount Home and Greenwood is going to tussle next weekend. And it look like Benton is going to be playing Shiloh. Going to be hosting Shiloh next week in the 6A playoffs. Quick shout out to the Farmington Cardinals. Let's see what they got going. Wait a second.
It's going to be as we resume play.
It looked like Shiloh's up 42-21 over Camden.
Second down.
I mean,
for the
Farmington.
Bulldogs.
Sorry about that.
Ball at the 4-yard line of PA for the Bulldogs.
Run it. Run it.
It's got a lot of room.
Holding.
Coming back.
Yep.
This seems to be real hesitant right now behind center. Very unsure of what we need to do. It's going to be another holding on the Bulldogs. They just get in the side of PA side of the field and just offensively shoot themselves in the foot by the turnovers or penalties.
I mean, obviously they so stout in the middle. PA is showing you that they're stout in the middle. You know, I like that action going left to right with a speedster. You know what I'm saying? Let's
second and about 20.
You know, let's pull it out. You know, or it's a great counter play. You just got to throw the ball.
I thought he had a lot of room. If he'd kept running, he'd have got around that end. But
Yeah.
I guess it was coming back off the dirty laundry.
Yeah, because you got to get the ball out. You got to get the ball out.
Second down and long for Fayetteville. Fourth and final quarter of tonight's ball game. 25-24 PA.
And Pat, again, I would love to see 6 here, but you know, if you don't pick up a first down, you in field goal range if you can get 10 of these back.
Yes. Second down. Ball all the way back to the PA 35 for Fayetteville.
Incomplete pass.
Goodness, they're gonna call a fumble.
No, here's the thing.
He got his hand up. He calling the fumble.
That's ridiculous. It's incomplete.
What's crazy to me about it before, they called it earlier in the game an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
When our player picked it up and was running.
See, it's just been really inconsistent tonight. Really inconsistent. Third down.
You really got to have something drawn up here to get 10.
Another turnover.
He threw a punch.
He threw it right to the guy.
Number 10 threw PA threw a punch.
Another Bulldog turnover. 3 straight drives, 3 straight turnovers. Not what you want if you're Fayetteville.
That penalty shouldn't be offset, and that should be a penalty against Pulaski Academy.
Who threw the penalty?
On Fayetteville? Wow, are you serious?
3 turnovers by the Fayetteville offense in a row.
This is comical. This is comical. We saw number 10 throw a punch for Pulaski Academy.
Three turnovers for the Bulldogs in a row. You cannot score points turning the football over. I mean, the defense is going to have to win this football, guys. I'm just being blatantly honest. They're going to have to make the play to get this team to the semifinals. It looks like to me with the way the offense is turning the ball over. It's been the bugaboo of this team all year long.
A hold finally?
Did they call it?
They threw a flag, but let's hope they called a hold.
Red Tidwell is beside himself out there. going to be second and long. If you just tuned in, Fayetteville, 3 consecutive offensive turnovers, trailing 25-24. Second down and long for PA. Still looking.
Good position, Brody.
It's going to be
job, Brody.
incomplete. Brody Jones on the coverage.
Boy, but that pass was right in the breadbasket right there. He threw that right in.
Just
in
great coverage.
Guys, do you think maybe we go Wildcat for a series in this next?
Again, Pat, I keep
just
telling
to
you,
shake up something.
you've got to get some left to right action. Use your sidelines for some quick runs. You have to do it.
I mean, because the turnover bug has hit 3 consecutive drives. Third down and long.
They're going to throw it.
Oh, wow.
Intercepted.
Take it back. Take it to the house.
A flag.
They're going to call that. They're going to call that block for it. They're going to call
It's
that
going to be
block.
out of bounds. Fayetteville will have the football.
Oh, my goodness, man. They're going to call it back for the block. This is crazy, man.
I don't know, guys. It's so lopsided tonight. I mean, penalty related. It is so obvious. If you're watching
Now they're
our
going.
live
Now they're
stream,
going to call
there's
a
no way you can't
defensive
see it.
the blindside block. Now they want to call something like that.
This is so lopsided. It's unbelievable, guy. If I'm Casey Dick, I'm turning this in. I mean, this has been egregious. Pitiful. But the defensive receiver early in the game on our number 9 was not called. I mean, it's so obvious if you're watching this game how lopsided it is. I mean, this is embarrassing. Officials crew. Not a very good crew at all. I'm sorry. Find me if you have to. You got to see. Call what you see. Bulldogs with the football at the 42-yard line. Battles. He's going to be swarmed.
That's Johnson. But again, this is what I like to point out here, okay? You got to go left and right. They have a sound interior defense there.
7 in the box. They're obviously not going to let you. They're going to.
You've got all this speed out here. Let's go end around. They're so regressive.
Odom. Taylor. Get up. Make it about a 2nd and 8. And the guys are getting about the time for that 4-down territory.
That's 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Got a press man over here if Taylor can beat it. It's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. Mattingly, you'll get it up to around the 30, 31-yard line where it'll be a Bulldog first down.
Can I get a little post route here?
You 1-on-1 down there.
1-on-1. Give me a post route.
Battles.
I'm just going to and I don't know, Aaron, if you've seen that play. If he hands that off to the guy in motion, there's nobody over here.
Nobody.
There's nobody over here.
Second down and 9.
I'm confused as to why we're trying to get them to jump on second down. I mean, just
Run the ball.
Snap the ball and go.
This has not been a very focused offensive unit tonight. A lot of offside penalties, a lot of hold turnovers, just not a very – outside of just a few good plays, this offense has not performed up to its standard in the state quarterfinals. Still plenty of time. Second and long. Hold him. Not sure why he's holding. You want to run or get out. He just looks real unsure of what's going on right now. Not very confident in what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Just does not look comfortable. Kind of seems like he's seeing ghosts out there. Third down.
Five seconds.
Wow. We'll take a timeout with him. You're watching Fayetteville Bulldog football on On the Hill Media TV. Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it. Third down as we resume play here at Harmon Field. 25-24 PA. Third down and about 12 for the Bulldogs. What? What? Fourth. They were in the playbook right there. PA, they knew that play. No gain, a loss of yards. Offensively, it's been very baffling this half for the Bulldogs. Just not sure what they're trying to accomplish. It's fourth down.
Mentally, right?
Wow, he was out of bounds, but dang, he made a heck of a catch, man.
Why didn't he hit? Mentally was one-on-one.
Dogs turn it over on downs.
Middle of the field.
Just another playoff update. Benville and Conway is one side of the bracket over there on the 7A. 6A, you got Benton and Shiloh, Greenwood and Mount Home. 5A, you got Valley View and Little Rock Parkview. And the Farmington Cardinals are in the semifinals against Hot Springs Lakeside for Thanksgiving weekend. And we got one more game here in the 7A to kind of conclude this little playoff quarterfinals.
I'll say it again. Fayetteville's defense is going to have to win this game if they're going to win it tonight. Offensively, has been baffling in this half. Cobb's going to keep it, and he's going to. Very subpar offensive performance in this half. Very subpar. 3 fumbles and a turnover on down, so you basically say 4 turnovers consecutively in the second half following the Battle's 36-yard touchdown run.
I mean, this second half has been
baffling.
It's 6 turnovers, baffling. I think. Maybe five turnovers for both teams this in the second half alone.
Cobb's just going to keep it. He'll get the first down.
You know, with this clock rolling, how big was that 2-point conversion in the first touchdown, you know?
How big was the 3 fumbles, the 3 turnovers in this half? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the ineptitude of the offense in the second half. Very suspect offensively. But a lot of time, Fayetteville's going to have to get the ball. Cobb. He's going to be stopped by Jackson Oliver. Just hadn't been able to get complimentary football off the offensive side tonight. Dogs are going to need a turnover in the worst way, as the clock is not their friend. Give off the right side, and he's going to be stopped for a loss of yards. All the way back, she'll make it a 3rd and 11. This is the most important down of the ball game, guys. Up. And he's going to be brought down for a loss all the way back at the 40. He's going to be 4th down.
You use a timeout right here?
I'll keep him.
Official timeout. Helmet came off.
They're saving because I would have called one right here.
4th down.
I don't know. He only got 2. Try to keep him.
4th and about 16.
No, they're going for it.
Oh, yeah. Surely not.
It's going to be a punt.
Surely not.
If he goes for it, that is.
That went out at the 25.
Hey, 39.
If ever the offense was going to make a stand tonight and do something positive, now is the time.
Wow.
Sliding the ball on the 40?
I'm calling you back right now. Katavian Taylor makes a play before the game over.
Well, I think you got to go end around.
Wow, that was.
Yeah, I thought it was.
15-yard kick.
Great set of downs for the Bulldog defense to be able to get off the field and get the ball back for the offense. This pretty much might be the last time the offense touches the football. Tight.
And he threw an interception.
Another Bulldog turnover, interceptions, 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions in this half. What a self-destruction of the Fayetteville offense in this ball game in this half.
Now you talk timeouts for sure.
Unbelievable. This little pitch to the right side. He's going to be.
Got a holding call.
Ball. I tell you guys, you got a lot of speed out there on the offense. You've got to get that end around going. But you got some timeouts. You can stop them here, get the ball back, play the sideline. You just need a field goal. Just need a field goal.
Unfortunately, the defense has been on the field the entire second half, fighting, waiting for a play. Just can't seem to get it. He's off. And he's down to the 15-yard line.
That was, I mean, this was,
Pulaski can basically just run out the clock. 25-24. Story of the half, 4 Fayetteville turnovers was the difference in the ball game.
here we go. Here we go.
It looks like it's going to be on Fayetteville, personal foul. And that's going to pretty much do it.
After the play was over, personal foul on the defense. After this is the goal. First down.
You let him score.
Freaking believe it.
Well, that's a couple of plays. I feel like
He got the beat. He had 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers at all.
no, you can't win a game like that for sure.
Three of them on that side of the field, man. Man, this so frustrating. You got the kid beat. They played their butt off defensively. 4 turnovers, though. It's 1:32 left in the ball game. 25-24 PA with the football inside the Bulldog 5-yard line. Doesn't look good for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Just take a few knees down if you're PA, and that'll do it. Tonight's game was brought to you by Fayetteville
Serious?
Glass,
Another timeout? Come on,
First
man.
Choice Protection Systems, Lindsay and Associates, and Seaback Southern Kitchen.
first drive to now, he looked completely different. Completely different quarterback. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe he got hit. Maybe he got a stinger or something. But he looked completely different from.
What's crazy is if you go back and listen to the show, this is exactly I said, man, this game is going to be all on Odom. You go out here and have these turnovers, there's no way they're going to win. Odom lost in this game. He lost in this game. There ain't no doubt about that.
Hey, I'll put all this stuff up on it. It takes some time.
I'm already knowing.
They're just going to.
There's the touchdown. Make it a
Just kneel it out.
31-24 ball game.
I don't understand this. I mean, well, no, I'm just talking about Pulaski Academy's approach on this. You score a touchdown, even an extra point doesn't necessarily put you over the hump. I mean, Fayetteville can go down and score, and a 2-point conversion, and the game's tied. You could have kneeled down to third down and at least got to fourth down with at least 20 seconds left. I'm not entirely sure the logic behind that, but hey.
The extra point is good. Makes it 33.
No, 32-24. So Fayetteville still got a shot.
24.
We still got a shot.
I think it's all based upon Odom mental. Like, you go out here shooting. It's
32-24, PA.
Let it go out of bounds.
Ball's out of bounds.
they could have been on the 40.
Yeah, or at least a 36 or 37, whichever they decide on.
Where's it going to be this time?
Well, he touched it, so.
He touched it this time.
I mean, we still got one timeout. It's a minute 30. You can get down this field. I mean,
Hold him in the shotgun.
So we can go run this go route. Oh, he just trying to hit.
He doesn't have another sack. I mean,
why are we rolling to the side, to the weak side of the
Short
offense?
side at that.
Like,
Nah, this dude, football IQ just not down.
story of tonight's game, just the turnover, Bub. Ineptitude, just the inconsistency on the offensive side of the football. Never after the Battles touchdown, never had any offensive rhythm, and you can't turn the ball over on the plus side.
My main thing with this is that after that Battles touchdown, he's only carried the ball 3 or 4 times in this entire game. I can't help but to think that the coaches would want to have that back.
Oh, them scrambling.
get out of bounds. He'll get enough for a first down.
That's good for another Fayetteville Bulldog.
Up to the 40-yard line. Haven't taken many deep shots down the field at all tonight. Complete, Delamar. Jason. He's going to be knocked out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Jason Delamar.
Jason Delamar is off the chain. I mean, that looked like it was going to get swiped away at the last minute. But, I mean, you can't beat having a receiver like Jason Delamar. And
First down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they did, didn't 30 seconds? Run play. Now you need to put Christian. I think this is where you put Christian Godwin in. I think this is where you put Christian in.
KJ Cohen defending on the play. Pass was incomplete.
Incomplete. Second down.
Run! Oh, bro, you had to walk to the touchdown.
Happy feet.
Bro, could have took 3 steps to get the touchdown.
Incomplete. Third down. Pretty much 2 plays left to try to send this thing into overtime or have an opportunity to send it into overtime with the touchdown. 3rd and goal. Or Fayetteville can get a first down. Man. Cheat. Incomplete. 4th down. Odom scrambles, and he's going to be stopped short.
First down?
He'll have the first down. Garrett Odom will have the first down. It'll be a 1st and goal. A little over 40 seconds left to go. Does Fayetteville have a timeout?
Nope.
Out of timeouts. So basically 2 plays left.
They need to get a play call in.
And they better run the ball. Why do they have 2 in? You need battle in right here. This is where you.
Touchdown! It's the Dogs' world.
Still got to go for 2.
Touchdown Fayetteville. Dogs will go for 2 to try to tie it up. 32-30.
Oh, shoot. What's the call right here? What do you call right here? What do you call right here?
Woo-hoo. Spread out to the
Same
right.
play?
Try to get it to Jason Delamar or
I'm going
Tavion.
running it. Running the same play.
spread out.
Oh, my
No.
God!
What?
How did you do that?
What?
What?
Wait. They gave it to him?
And they're going to give him the 2-pointer.
That's crazy.
They're going to give him the 2-pointer. We're tied
Oh,
up.
my God.
We are all tied up.
What is going on with these referees today? This is crazy.
We are all tied up.
What the fuck? I'm not even sure what's going on with these referees today. That is crazy.
32 to 32.
The referees haven't called a good call all night, and they made that call. Ain't made a call all night. Ain't made a call all night, and they make that call. That's crazy. Hey, Pat. Pat, I think you got to take your comment back, Pat, about turning the men. I think you got to take that back, Pat. You might have to take that comment back now, Pat.
Man, that is crazy.
Hey.
But this goes back to a minute 30 down here with Pulaski Academy. Fayetteville only had
you said that.
one timeout.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure what the thinking was. You kneel down a couple times, let them call the timeouts, figure out something on third down, and get your point.
What did I just see tonight?
And you don't want something like this to happen for Fayetteville because now they have momentum. Now you're talking about.
There was gloomy Pat. You saw it, guys.
But I can't say.
What did I just witnessed?
And Pulaski Academy's been able to run down the field.
Maybe the heart of a champion is what we kind of witnessed.
No, Pat, I got to shout out Jared Fraley because he texted me and he said, this game's not over. I know it looks like Fayetteville's lost, but he said it wasn't over. Nah, he's tackled.
He's not going anywhere. He won't get back. He'll get just to about the 19-yard line.
Wow, Pat.
Take it into overtime, I think.
Wow.
29 seconds, 32-32.
And this is what you love about high school football right here.
This is crazy.
This is what you love about high school football.
And I mean,
and I gotta say this. I'm looking next door at the Pulaski Academy coaches right now, and they're in such disbelief because they had this game blocked. This game was wrapped up. I was wrapping equipment up to go home. It was over with. I don't know how this happened, but
the offense had played this entire half to be able to piece it together. And I have to give them credit because I'm going to talk when they're not doing so hot. To be able to piece that together when you absolutely had to have it speaks volumes of and the character of this football team and this coaching staff, and it has given them new life. Snap. It's going to be complete.
But you can't talk enough about the effort and the performance of senior wideout Jason Delamar tonight. I mean, he's been the go-to guy on offense, and when he's had the ball in his hands, he's made plays all night long.
Cobb, ball up to the 25-yard line of PA. 2nd and 4. Have to get it to the 29. Cobb trying to go deep. It's going to be incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
it's okay. It's okay. They just got to make it to the end of the quarter.
Yeah, what is it, 15 yards?
Yeah.
Spot foul.
No, it's 15.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they just got to make it.
Was it a pass interference anyway?
I think if he would have, because he looked over like this, I think if he would have turned his head, I don't think they would have called pass interference. But I think because he didn't turn his head, that was where it was called pass interference.
In the state of Arkansas, you don't have to look back at the ball. Get another one of these calls.
Well, like I said, Pat, I think
Ball at the 40.
I think if they could just hold him for 16 seconds, man, and get this going into overtime, I think they'll be all right.
He's going to take a couple of deep shots. Fayetteville just needs to get a negative yardage play. They can get something behind the line of scrimmage. Cobb. Oh.
Pick
City.
Fayetteville will get the football.
Now, the overtime rules, I think they get it on the 20. Is
that
correct?
And
Fayetteville football.
That boy Will playing that weak side linebacker, man.
They come up with the turnover.
He playing cover.
Price.
Knock it, knee it down, and let's go to overtime. This is a crazy
What a ball.
I don't know, man. I wasn't expecting that.
What a ball
This is
game,
crazy.
guys. What a ball game. Fayetteville will extend it into overtime. I know there's a lot of people probably out in the parking lot here.
Yeah,
probably parked coming back to come in here.
I mean, it cleared out fairly fast, and they definitely missing something of that tonight.
I know. That's why I said what I said. I know. They giving up right now because they know this game was supposed to be over, and they know
They should be on the bus right
they
now.
know they didn't manage that clock just right.
Oh,
They know.
They should be getting on the bus right now, going to West Little Rock.
Yeah.
With a win.
Yep.
Going to Bryan
Yep.
this weekend.
Yep.
But this overtime is overtime funky rules. You gotta
Both
start at
teams
the
get
20.
The ball, don't you?
No.
First one to score.
No. It's
both.
it's no kick. It's go to 20-yard line.
Okay.
Yeah, it's possession.
I just watched Valley View beat Morton in overtime
And
tonight.
each team does get a chance at.
Yeah. Similar to college rules, but a little bit further out.
So we'll go to overtime. Let's play a few more.
That's gonna be possession ball now.
Mm-hmm.
Who can call about the best 8 plays? I say no more.
Pretty much gonna boil down in my book.
that's
the best defensive team is gonna win this game.
Whoever can call the best 8 plays here is
The best defensive team will win tonight's ball game.
Fayetteville got the folks out here. That look like the Twins down there.
That is. Put them down that flag. Look at that.
Hey,
Man, it's at 10:30 at night, going into overtime.
they turn right now, man. They turn right now.
Got Delamar mom on here.
Hey, as she should, because her son has played an amazing game right now, man. And you know what? I got to shout out this crowd because despite what it looked like, nobody walked out of this field. No, not one. I didn't see not one person get up when there was a minute left, when it looked like the game was over. Everybody locked in and stayed there. So, that's kudos to this fan base to really believe and fight to the end.
Fayetteville does win the toss, and they're going to go on defense first.
Look, my boy Red out there ready. Tidwell, let's go.
Woo. The young man has played his heart out.
Let's go.
Might have made the biggest play of the game early in the third quarter when he made a direct angle for Cobb on what would have been a first down, was able to cut the angle off and put pressure, which gave the ball to the Dogs as they were able to hold and get the ball on downs.
So I know we still got a little time left on this clock. Do you guys get the sense that this game is going to help these guys mature, and this could maybe be that catalyst game to get these guys over the hump?
Could be,
but next week is going to be a whole
absolutely
test.
But I think you made a point earlier when you said this was a bad matchup when it comes to style of play. The style of play. I feel like Bryan will be a better head-to-head matchup in the sense of style.
One thing I will say, if they're able to get past that, I would hope that Battles is used. What is he doing?
Complete wrong side of the ball. That's 5 yards. Cobb, ball at the 10. Sure would be nice for a Bulldog turnover. Cobb's going to keep it, and he's going to be hit for maybe a yard.
Let him stand him up.
Tidwell, Oliver, and Horton on the stop. Second and goal.
It's a pass. You see how he takes that step back when it's a pass, and when he's running, he steps up? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Get him.
Good
job. Good job. 2 downs, y'all. Because they're not kicking a field goal.
Ball at around the 5-yard line.
Hey, look, everybody's slowly maneuvering to the corner of the field.
Cobb
Touchdown.
It's going to be a touchdown.
Woo! We said it was going to be a shootout before.
Yeah.
That one might have been the easiest one of all of the points scored tonight by PA. But, hey, this defense has played excellent all night long. And even to be able to give this team a chance.
That's my thing with fatigue is they've been on the field a lot this second half. And to extend this game and get into overtime. But it's a definite issue that could arise.
Set up for the extra point. It is good.
I almost thought they blocked it for a second.
39-32.
Here we go, offense.
Fayetteville will have their opportunity. If you're Fayetteville, do you go and kick the extra point, or are you trying to win it and go for two?
I think it depends on the flow of your offense, man.
Yeah, it depends on how they. If they score off one play, I'm going for two.
I think I'd run the jet sweep with either Delamar or for my 2-point player or Katavion Taylor.
But I think Calhoun said a good point earlier when he was talking about, man, this linebacker core is so disciplined that they're going to have to attack these perimeters or figure out a way to get it on these edges where they can get some one-on-one matchups or some mismatches.
First down for the Bulldogs. Lost yardage.
And I think now is the wrong time to try to force Delamar the ball. If I'm the coaches, I'm using him as a decoy, and
he's had a lot of success in the middle of the field.
Well, even that, the defense is they're guarding him. They're almost putting 3 on top of him. That end, see, that end isn't going to. He's going to chuck him.
Yeah, but you had Ty. Right
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Right
That's what I mean by you're using Delamar as the decoy. Let the defense flow with Delamar and hit somebody else.
Bring up third down.
Still waiting for a Katavion Taylor sighting.
Christian Battles, I would expect.
That too. That's a guy that I really expected.
30-pound running back. Seems like he could be in the game in this situation. But hey, I'm not the coach. So 2 down. 2 downs.
You gotta be kidding me.
Loss of.
Gotta be like.
Final play of the game for the Bulldogs. It's going to take a touchdown to extend this ball game. Fourth down.
Just touchdown or touchdown or go home.
This is it, fellas. Last play of tonight's ball game and possibly the season for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 12-yard line. PA is going to take a timeout. Tonight's ball game is brought to you by Lindsay and Associates, First Choice Protection Systems, CMAX Southern Kitchen, and Fayetteville Glass. as we resume play here at Harmon Field. The 4th down. Final play. Fayetteville has to have a touchdown, an extra point to extend this game. There's a snap. Odom scrambling. And that's the ball game. As Fayetteville season comes to an end, 39-32. They finish 8-3. We want to thank our sponsors, Lindsay and Associates, First Choice Protection Systems, CMAC Southern Kitchen, and Fayetteville Glass. Once again, the final score, 39-32, Pulaski Academy. I want to thank my producer, Demetrius Johnson, for all his work during the season. My right-hand guy, Aaron Ragland, the Boiled Chicken Man, and myself. Hey, that's going to do it. We'll be back next year. You've been watching Bulldog Football on the Hill Media TV. You know